not sure anymore just how it happened before. The places that I knew were sunny and blue. I can feel it deep inside, this black nigga's pride. I have no fear when I say, and I say it every day, every nigga is a star. Every nigga is a star. Who will deny that you and I and every nigga is a star? I have walked the streets alone. 20 years I've been on my own to be hated.
Welcome. Another Saturday is here. Another week has passed.
Episode 160, Gray Area, Nepo. Shout out to Empress Regiba G7. Peace, love, and soul train to all the nobles. Travis Duke in the chat. Fuck you, Mr. Man. You fucking clergyman. It's Travis the gay one. Well, nigga, crazy. You was on Aurora.
Yeah, you and
there's trannies on Aurora.
Just saying, man. Anyway, man.
Hope shout out to Mystery Man.
Shout out to you. Hope you all had a stress-free week.
What he likes is a mystery to us.
But yeah, man. Glad some of y'all came through already here. We got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. What's up with your boy? Got on that stage and was just.
Oh, he got on. He showed his ass.
What the hell?
He did what needed to be done.
No, I'm talking about the other one. Yeah.
Oh, Biden. Biden, not my boy. That's your boy.
That ain't my boy.
Anyway, I don't fuck with the Bidens.
We got a lot to talk
fucking
about.
Degenerate.
We're gonna break some stuff down and have some conversation as always. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and get. Hold on. Go ahead and get into it. Hold on.
Mental deterioration. His brain is shot. Shit decaying. Dilapidation. It's done.
It's a crime what they're doing. It's elder abuse at this point, but we'll get to it later on. Anyway, go ahead and start with something light. Well, no, actually not light. Actually, I didn't realize.
It's heavy.
I didn't realize.
For those who.
I didn't realize it was the first topic. Apologies.
I didn't know he was on The Sopranos.
So to start with, we'll stop with a rest in peace to Bill Cobbs. Night at the Museum and Sopranos actor dies at age 90 for a celebration of life.
Live a long life.
celebration of life. Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Hear about the white couples that had slaves in a shed. Yeah, Mr. Man, where were you? We talked about that last week. Y'all don't be paying attention to shit we be saying.
Y'all just be completely out of the loop what we saying. So in honor of the passing of Mr. Bill Cobbs, I will be showing this little clip here, showing him eradicate wickedness in a movie within the community.
Hi, Mom.
Idolater, your soul is required in hell.
Rest in peace to him. Also, you know who else posted that?
Who?
Wesley Snipes. He posted this clip as
Wesley been posting a lot lately.
Oh yeah, he definitely. I think he's gonna be in a new Wolverine and what's the name movie as Blade.
So we got a fake Blade out here.
So I got a feeling they're talking to him about being the original Blade. But go ahead.
Thought he was already dead.
No.
I say to the ascension of Bill Cobbs into the spirit world.
Yeah. Rest in peace to him. Rest in power. Shouts to his family. He lived a long life though. Hopefully he had lived a long life and able to enjoy the things for the fruit of his labor, and blessings to his family. All right. Now we can move to some other actual light talk. Apologies. So this right here, and maybe we tired of talking about this, but
yeah,
Black Panther rumored plans for the hero revealed that Shuri will pass the mantle to the son.
Well, it's kind of what we suspected.
But
they showed the son at the end of the movie, and we kind of got the feeling that in the next installment of the franchise, it was going to be his son that was going to be the new Black Panther.
Well, yeah, Black Panther Wakanda Forever introduced us to T'Challa's son, also called T'Challa, and a new report claims that his next line will become the Marvel Cinematic Universe Black Panther. Check it out.
They did all this when you could have just replaced T'Challa from the beginning. This is fucking stupid.
So I saw somebody make a prediction. They say in the next coming years, somebody that's associated with Marvel or this movie in particular will come out and say it was a mistake not to recast T'Challa. Even though we know the purpose of them not recasting him was so that they can
make it a woman,
make it a woman's type of power movie. Because you look at Black Panther 2, she spent most of the movie flirting with the Mexican dude.
NAMOR.
Yeah. So that was already crazy. So
NAMOR.
Unfortunately, I'm not really into the comic book thing, but the comic book fans are really pissed at this because they're like, well, now you killed the actual T'Challa. So the stuff that happens in that's needed,
well, they can still put it together.
Well, now it's
they're
his son,
aging him.
It's not him though.
Yeah,
it's the son, not him, and they're mad about that.
They should have just recast it, made a new T'Challa, and just stuck to the script. But we're in the age of the Mother Goddess.
Yeah.
So they turn it into women leads.
They had to make
and Mr. Marshall Ali is fighting like hell.
Fighting not for it to happen.
Not make Blade a woman. So
speaking of the Mexican, he might be getting his own movie.
Oh, the black women are going to be in an uproar.
Solo project rumored to be in development at Marvel Studios, but will Tenoch Huerta return? Now you know why they asking that question? I didn't even know this. So they got rid of Jonathan Majors after the incident with the white girl.
Yeah,
you know he's accused of rape.
Did not know that.
So everybody's saying you can't let him do this movie if you got rid of Jonathan Majors when he has an allegation against him.
Well, it's a double standard.
So if we see him in this movie,
then the rules on the fly to everybody.
It's gonna be a little bit. I don't know if it'll be too much backlash because let's be honest, Jonathan Majors' real crime and why nobody's on his side is because he was with that white woman. So he's just not getting.
So how do black women feel about this?
I don't know.
Because they were in love with this character. They praised this man. And their pictures came out about how he really looked on set. They were photoshopping, playing games with
like I said.
photography.
Remember I talked about it when we were talking about
filmography. Filmology. They were playing tricks with that.
You know, we were talking about it when we was off mic when we were talking about what the industry does to attract black women in order to build fan bases. I told you what they do. They do stuff like that because black women are very much important if you're trying to build up a platform. They're integral, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so let's see if we get a movie out of it.
Don't want it. It's gonna fail just like Blue Beetles did. because they're failures.
This is a quick read. Not gonna stay on this long. Chris Rock reportedly not happy with slap scene in Bad Boys 4 Cheap Stunt. Haven't watched Bad Boys 4, but we did go back and watch
3.
And why did they put him with a Spanish woman? Will Smith.
She was white.
Yes, but my point is she's Spanish.
I thought she was just white. I never saw her speak a lick of Spanish in a movie.
She did. And the problem is when we read the article when they were talking about Bad Boys 4's success and they said black and brown community support.
Well, I went to sleep on it, so.
We were talking bad about it, but it actually is a black and brown movie. So, but Chris Rock said he mad.
Well, to be quite honest, the franchise has always been black and brown because they're always going against Hispanic drug lords or something. I don't want to see black males in films or movies because they will make them gay.
I mean, they do that a lot. They might not make them gay, but it definitely emasculate them. Look what they did in Black Panther 2 with what's the dude name? The big dude. And he was getting his ass whooped the whole movie. The one black male in that movie, they was whooping his ass the whole movie. Or whatever.
Shout out to the Honorable Sienna. Hey, black people.
They was whooping his ass all throughout the movie.
Is that the title you giving us today, Honorable? Are we African American or black? What are we?
Oh, here you go. What's the thing about Chris Rock being mad about the slap in Bad Boys 4?
Don't nobody care about Chris Rock being upset. Nobody care about what Stephen A. had to say about Chris Rock having to come out and answer to black people, something that we weren't even asking for him to answer to.
What's funny is the reaction, like you said on the internet, was we don't care.
That's a Caribbean trying to speak for black people. A tether once again.
Everybody was like, we don't care what Chris Rock talking about.
Brilliant. Shout out to Brilliantly Me. Peace Get Peoples. Name me a good movie. Chris Rock was the leading actor.
Hold on now.
You don't like CB4?
No, we got to talk about down. What do you call it?
What? Down to Earth.
Down to Earth. Like
Down to Earth. CB4.
CB4.
He was there. He was in a movie as a government official.
What's the
incumbent?
The movie where he turned to the president. I forgot.
That's the one. I don't remember. We definitely African Americans. We don't care about goofy ass Chris Rock. Chris Rock is a nothing burger, still trying to eat off the Fax hot dog.
All right. Oh, shalom.
Shout out to Ashley Ariel 89. I said good movie.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, you don't like CB4?
See, we have a different idea of good movie. I call that a classic. Honestly.
Which one?
Both of them. CB4
shout out to Shantae Sashay.
Now, is it a little over the top? Yeah, but.
Do you know any actual Chris Rock fans? Not a fan of his movies, but fans of his. Peace, fam. CB4 is the only classic for that. I'm black scene. I'm black, y'all. Chris Rock isn't a great actor, but he has been in some interesting movies. Head of State was the Chris Rock president movie.
Head of State. I'm sorry, that's 3 good movies right there.
Down to Earth with Wanda Sykes was good. I got your murderer.
I got you.
But that wasn't him. I'm quoting.
Yeah, but
her.
But he got some scenes in there that's funny.
So,
true. But I remember growing up, we always my family, our immediate family, always said
real black people from the South
always said Chris Rock isn't funny. So
yeah,
they always said that. So. Anyway,
they didn't hit nobody, did it, Regina?
But yeah,
honorable.
Yeah,
the Northerners.
But yeah, Chris Rock, we're not gonna shit him too much. Now, I've never been a fan of his stand up.
No, because he likes to play with the whole, do the whole black and white.
Oh,
Pootie Tang! God damn it!
Thank you,
Pootie. Here, Pootie.
Oh yeah, you hear that?
You hear that?
He's amazing.
Wadata. How do we forget about Pootie Tang? Yeah, Chris Rock is a goofy who was bullied by agents and low key attacked our community for no reason.
Chris Rock he's one of those dudes. I know people use this term free thinker, but Chris Rock is one of those people who, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Hart, he told a story once where he said that it was Chris Rock that told him you have to think larger than just wanting to do comedy in front of black people. Well, you can go out on stage and look in the crowd and see all races, then you know you made it. That was what, if I'm not mistaken, that's the story that Kevin Hart said about Chris Rock. Chris Rock told him to look bigger. Don't just think about
the Chitlin circuit.
Is a black audience, think bigger. So
his movies ain't bad. I just don't consider him great, neither acting nor comedy. Showing my age, his HBO specials back in the day were the worst. He just said the F word a lot.
And I think one of his most criticized jokes when he said there's a difference between black people and niggas. And when he made that joke, that people kind of came down on him for that. And if I'm not mistaken, once again, I might be wrong about this. I think he said that's one of the jokes he kind of regret. I don't know.
He did.
He did say that?
Yeah.
When he said he's a difference between black people and niggas. And I was like, that's that's just stupid. But yeah,
He backpedaled and
yeah.
he's not a free thinker. He values white opinions over everything. Chris let other comedians say nigger.
Yeah, he
in
let
front of him.
Seinfeld. Was it Seinfeld or one of them? He let say nigga or try to tell them to say nigga. So yeah,
Yeah, facts, Mr. Man. I don't know how we forgot about Pootie
my
Tang.
fault.
You remember Old Dirty?
Oh yeah,
Dirty?
there were some really goofy, over the top movies.
It doesn't matter. They were great.
Well, how you like that movie but don't like Wayne Brothers? Yeah.
I don't need you questioning me.
Yeah. How you like that movie but not Wayne
All
Brothers?
his movies are low vibrational and for Tyler Perry type thinkers.
Damn, brilliant.
So I feel it a few more.
Yeah, you let a few people say the N-word. It was crazy.
Damn, really?
Damn, brilliant. You just called us Tyler Perry thinkers? Damn. I like some of the movies. Everything don't have to
said
be.
y'all like talking and having a lot of faggy news.
I don't like always listening to or watching highbrow stuff. Sometimes you want to, indulge. All right, let's move on. So this is a quick sports topic. It's not really a sports topic because this conversation is going to go more into black people, obviously.
Not Seinfeld. Don't just speak that way. It was the other two other white men.
Yeah, I forgot who it was. All right, Stephen A. Smith says white folks are not allowed to comment on racially charged report about J.J. Redick.
I don't think he should have said that.
You like to indulge Sir Duke.
Seinfeld was in the room. Don't think he said it though.
Okay, he didn't say it. Okay, thank y'all for correcting me. All right, so J.J. Redick recently became the coach of the Lakers. Now that's not a big deal to us. Who cares? But after becoming coach of the Lakers, a black woman came out and said that he called her the N-word while at Duke years ago. They were college students. He got the job. It's been 20 years, and people are asking, why did you wait until now to say this on one side? And the other side to say it don't matter when she said it. If he said it, should there be something done about it? Should he be canceled? Should he not become the coach of the Lakers? What do you think should happen?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I zoned out.
I saw you.
I was.
J.J. Redick was accused of saying the N-word to a black woman while he was in college at Duke. She came out and said that he got.
Did they have the proof that he said it?
It's her word. Her word not good enough.
Her word, a black person's word is bond.
See that now? That's the question. Everybody's saying, well, if he did say the N-word at Duke University,
Why did she wait to come out now and say it instead of just saying it then?
Well, he
got big.
He just got the job for the Lakers as the head coach.
Oh, so she doing like a Kendrick Lamar. She was waiting, then pressing
I
to
guess.
step on him.
But he's been on TV for the last 15 years, so I don't, or at least
Hire
5
your
years.
white buddy and son. Hence the name of the video. Nepo.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. I disagree with y'all about that son part, but we're gonna get into that. So the first part of this is, should he be dealt with, or should it be, if you got no proof, let's move on.
It should be checked, definitely.
how
LeBron
do you
James
check
should be he should like check people's stuff before.
But how do you check it? It's like, it's word of mouth. It's just, he's saying he said it. We don't know how to prove it.
Well, that's why I did say, where's the fucking is there receipt?
So this is just a point. This is nothing burger. You got to just.
I don't think nothing's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna just be brushed over and moved on.
It already been moved on, honestly. But Stephen A. Smith said that white people shouldn't even speak on this.
Well, Stephen A. Smith can't say that because if you talk about other races of people, then white people are allowed to comment on
Black
you.
stuff, exactly.
You can't say that, sir. He's not black. He's Caribbean. In Seattle, I've been called nigger 2 times, both while in high school. Did you fight? It was. Well, we know if it was by a Samoan.
Y'all know what's crazy?
You let that go.
Samoans. I've never been called the N-word, but I've been suspended for saying a slur myself. Remember that? Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all this story. So I'm in the 7th grade. I'm in an argument with this white dude, and just how we talk. I'm like, nigga,
I thought he was Native American.
he was white.
Oh,
I said, nigga, what, I said the word nigga, and the white dude said, but I'm not black.
yeah, that was
He tried to
good.
be
What do you-
slick.
That's like.
I said, well, okay, cracker.
Oh.
So he goes straight to the teacher. He tells the teacher, and the teacher look at me. He's a black dude. He look at me like, like, I got to do something about this. He's like, all right, you got after school detention. So I've only been punished for racism. I've never been.
Well, that was racist. You called him a slur.
I've
That's-
never seen someone get punished for being racist towards me.
Was he racist towards you?
Well, technically, no.
Okay, then. So
I'm
somebody
saying
have to make a racist remark towards you or do something racist to be racist towards you. There go black people being
The
victims.
system is against me. Go ahead.
Let them catch a Los Angeles Nakers. Didn't she tell other people when it happened? JJ has a complexion for the protection.
If she did tell other people, it's still her word. There's no video proof. It's just no way to prove it. Unless you get like dozens of people saying that certain personality traits measure up. If other people come out and say, yeah, he's done racist stuff, he did this over here, that over here, then it'll line up. But if she's the only one saying this, then yeah, I don't think much gonna come of it.
It needs to be checked. Cue the Jewish handbook for how to deal with it. 1 a month attending the African American Culture Museum in DC.
Oh man.
Not one time did a group of troglodytes, trollos in a car who did a nigger drive-by, but the other one was the dude chase me downtown Seattle. You had a white dude chase you in downtown Seattle and nobody helped you?
That's crazy.
That's what happens when you have limited blacks.
Oh, do you remember what happened with us when we was in a grocery store?
What?
You must have remember that. We was in a grocery store once and we was by the fruit, by watermelon. I mean, we bought fruit. And it was a group of white kids.
You made that accusation. I said I didn't hear that.
This was years ago. This was, it was a little, probably high school kids. I don't know. And we were in the fruit section, and I hear the white girl say, "You guys want some watermelon?" And they kind of scare y'all. I'm like,
I didn't hear that.
That was such coward racism. It wasn't even.
Why didn't you fuck them up if you heard it?
It was a bunch of little white teenage.
July should be Jewish Heritage Month.
July. Why is that?
Why should July be Jewish Heritage Month? Really me.
Okay, they lie. July.
July. We say, catch it, dummies. Catch it.
Catch it. All right. So everybody's making an opinion about what they think should happen. And unfortunately, while this is happening, new Lakers story develops when LeBron James' son, Bronny James.
Regina says, so is JJ Redick, the next visible Donald Sterling?
We'll see. Although it was even worse because Sterling was the owner of the team. He's just the coach. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think nothing comes from him more than likely. So right after that story kind of starts blowing over, the Los Angeles Lakers, which obviously is a team that LeBron plays for, his son was drafted at the 55th overall pick.
Nepo.
Now keep in mind, this is in the second round. This is a very late pick. It's a very inconsequential. People take these picks and don't really do much with them most of the time. So this pick happens, and there's a big uproar over nepotism in the NBA, and particularly LeBron James, his son only being drafted because he is his father.
We love Nepo.
And I'm about to say the same thing, Honor, but people disagree with me, but I'm gonna say it. Travis don't like when I do this, but I'm gonna do it.
Do what you gotta do, dude.
The owner of the team will choose his son as the damn person to run it, basketball operator, all this other stuff. These coaches would pick their sons to be their assistants, would help them get jobs throughout these leagues, whether it's the NFL, NBA, all these other stuff. Why is it such a huge deal that LeBron's son was drafted in the second round with a late pick? I see, people are saying LeBron James kept that spot from another black kid who worked hard. And it's like, well, LeBron's son was rated the top 20 pick before he had a heart condition, which I don't know if that's something that actually happened. Remember the heart thing that Bronny Leslie had when he had a
they thought that arrest? Was the jab.
Some people say that's not real. That was all
staged.
But if it was real, then damn, I was top 20. I have that situation happen. Like, damn, can I get some level of leeway? I wasn't totally me in college, but anyway, there's a big deal saying the son did not deserve the pick. So I want to ask y'all the question: what is your opinion on black nepotism? Is it something that needs to happen more? Do you think?
Well, every race should be for their race.
But this is not really,
when
people are making the argument that the league is 85% black or 70% black or whatever.
Well, you know who make that argument.
Well, we know. So they're saying, what is the purpose of him trying to get his son in the league if he's not, quote unquote, not ready?
I just think it's going to be a bad look.
For who?
For both.
Why?
If he ends up being,
But the 55th,
like one of the LeVar Ball boys, LiAngelo.
Hold on, they were good, except LiAngelo. He wasn't really that good, but
that's
the other
one
two
I'm
were
talking
good.
about.
LaMelo is he was an all-star.
I'm talking
He's been
about
dealing with injuries,
LiAngelo.
and the other one, Lonzo, just had to deal with injuries as well. But yeah. Although it's funny to me because the same people who had backlash against LeVar have the same backlash against LeBron. Or even
that
worse,
was different though.
Even worse, some people that supported LeVar and said y'all being crazy, he's supporting his sons are against this move right here. So it's not really leveling out to me. Go ahead.
EJ should be the Lakers' physical therapy coach. You know who EJ is, right?
Who?
I think he talking about Magic Johnson's son.
Okay.
Dookie. You know they say he smelled like Dookie.
Oh man.
The draft has been set up strategically. Imagine billions leveled managing whose all teams would pick for the Los Angeles, LA to get Bronny. That's crazy.
No. Rich Paul, who is obviously Clutch Sports, LeBron's person who runs LeBron's company, or his company, honestly. He told other teams, do not draft Bronny or he will go play in Austria or Australia one.
I agree with brilliantly. I'd say considering the existence of the Boule Greed, frats, and secret society is happening all time. Keep it coming, LOL. I mean, he's a 55th pick. Is it a really big deal?
It's funny. Thank you, Regina. I was thinking the same thing. The Greeks do it already. And they don't do it with black people. They only do it with other black Greeks.
Yeah.
You have to be a part of their fraternities or sororities in order to get the same privilege. So we should at least want it for just black people in general.
I agree with this. So being a player is the only option. What about an agent or athletic lawyer, etc.?
Well, how do we know that ain't his son's passion? Basketball.
Well, sometimes stuff can be your passion, but you're not good at it.
Well,
or you're not great at it.
It's not like, hold on. I'm not saying he's a great game changer. He's not a bad player. Like people act like he's an
I
absolute.
didn't say he's a bad player, but I'm saying.
I'm not talking about you. But people are making it seem like he's just an absolute bum that shouldn't be in the NBA. It's like, I don't know if he's going to be in the
NBA. They're making him juxtaposed to his father. They're comparing the two. What you mean they're going to compare the two?
Why would you compare me to my?
Because his father is great.
Okay, well, let me be
extraordinary to some people.
Let me be me then. Don't judge me towards my father is all-time great. Why are you putting me towards him? You can have a passion for it, but when you go into a field that your parent or parents are great in, you are going to be compared to them. But that's normal. Back in the day, your father was normally the person who mentored you into a certain field.
And just expect to be compared. That's it. If you have it built for the
I don't think the comparison
criticism, then that's that.
I don't think the comparison is just a bad thing. It's just the people who he's a literal first-year player, and they are like, he just cheats. He just bum. And it's like, all right, man.
Savannah James is not about faking no health issues with her child. Dude, where'd the story come from? Black News. Peace and solidarity, fam. Shout out to On Code 24/7. And there you have it. Wonder what's the gematria on Bronny, the other son, and the other son to be the agent. Well, you said that the other son is. You think the other son is greater?
A lot of people believe the younger son, who's taller, they believe that he's going to be probably a better version because he's more taller. He's more of a.
This was a flex of black power. Made him hire the coach and his son.
That's what I'm like.
Well, I think he hired the coach because the coach was okay with his son.
I just think it's 55th pick. It's a 55th pick.
He said 55th pick is a clear indication.
It might be. There's definitely some stuff going on, some MK Ultra stuff. His son may be a part of the system as well, but
he may be a part of the system. You know, he's a part of the system.
On a very surface level, I don't see nothing wrong with a 55th pick being used on my son. I'm the first. Is he the first NBA player to play with his son? I think he's gonna be the first NBA player that plays with his son. It's a 55th pick.
Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you shit. He's doing it. He's teaching his son shit.
And then when you see these young NBA players getting these 35-year-old women pregnant, maybe he want to be on a road with his son to make sure he direct him from doing wild shit. I don't know.
Unfortunately, African American men are incapable of passing their talent to their sons. This needs to be a study on. There needs to be a study on this.
Disrespectful as hell. Oh man. All right. But anyway, I just think black nepotism is not a bad thing. If we're gonna call this nepotism, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Bad juju.
I don't think so. All right.
Denzel Washington's son got into the NFL, so why no LeBron?
Yeah, Denzel's son seemed like he went out of his way not to connect himself to his father in his acting career.
The other one didn't though.
Yeah.
Speak on my mom, Sienna.
All right, let's go to this story. Go on to some Olympic news.
Don't worry, there will be a bylaw prohibiting this from happening again.
When they did it with Rich Paul, when Rich Paul became this super agent, they started making rules that you have to have a certain amount of college experience.
That's not
before
bad, though.
You can become an agent for a college athlete. They did that. That's the Rich Paul rule. They did that like 4 or 5 years ago.
Nothing wrong with continuing education.
Wait, so you saying that?
I didn't say nothing. Leave me alone.
Y'all don't like black excellence.
Leave me alone. Black excellence.
It's black. Oh yeah.
But what defines black excellence?
Oh, here we go. The illusion of black excellence.
Your dad didn't pass anything to you.
Oh shit.
Olympics breakdancing.
Yeah,
we got it on. We got it, mystery man.
And they got 8. We'll get into it anyway.
Yeah, we got it.
So Sha'Carri Richardson, shout out to
Oh,
Sha'Carri
he's saying
Richardson.
get on to the next.
Sha'Carri Richardson is on her way to the Olympics, but I saw this article that was written about whether or not
Sha'Carri,
whether or not she'll be able to convince the Jamaican fans to like her.
Who cares? You think that Sha'Carri is worried about Jamaican fans liking her?
It's funny because I was thinking about this. Yes, I do. I'm gonna tell you why. Unfortunately, the image of America is known for being the most cocky, arrogant assholes.
Okay.
Let me finish. So a lot of times whenever we send our athletes, especially during the Olympics, you don't want the tagline, the ugly American. Remember back in when Dream Team basketball first sent pros over to the Olympics with Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Hakeem, and Larry Bird and Magic. There was a moment with Charles Barkley during one of the games, he got into a little fight. And during the public, they was out walking around public after a game, he did something else that caused controversy. And they were saying, oh no, Charles Barkley is putting a black eye on American image. He's making us look like the ugly American. So Sha'Carri Richardson, they don't want her to have any bad image or be the cocky athlete towards a particular country or anybody, because they will paint her as the ugly American as far as personality. And you don't want the cocky American personality in the Olympics. So I think her people have been talking to her, because I don't think she cares about none of this. But I think her people have been coming to her and saying, look, we need you to have a good image. So we want you to take pictures and be friendly with these Jamaicans so that we can calm down the level of... She's allowed to
be braggadocious if she wants to.
Controversy just has.
We fully support black excellence over here. The NBA is full with ex-NBA sons, and most suck and soft. Smoking on and off the track is the best line Drake has. Jamaica looking crazy right now. Shout out to Lord Jamar. He did talk about that. Team Sha'Carri Richardson, love her in Jamaican. Sharika, is it Sharika?
Yeah, Sharika Jackson.
Sharika Jackson allegedly signed the $20 million deal. She good. Lord Jamar is a tether.
Well, he
half tethered, right?
I think so.
He's half.
So yeah, this article, I ain't got to read it. It's just trying to make the claim of, will it be possible for her to clean her image up?
She said, although Sha'Carri better be careful around competition, around rituals, spells, and sacrifices.
Yeah, because Jamaica in particular are really like,
oh my God.
Track and field to them is like, it's their number one thing.
Yeah,
it's part of their culture. It's cultural to them, track and field.
That's what gives them attention. Adulation for them.
So yeah, so all the Jamaicans saying we don't care about liking her or whatever. It's just friendly competition. It is what it is. So
Honorable says she dated a Jamaican stud. This might be her own doing to have a good relationship with them. Damn, a Jamaican stud.
Yeah, so I do think her team is trying to get her to suit that relationship with the Jamaicans, because she did tweet some stuff out that made them, and I'm about the ugly American thing. I want to show this. The other champion of the Olympics for the American side is Noah Lyles. Now Noah Lyles, he's been winning the 200 and now he's running in the 100.
Oh, cool.
Noah Lyles, he's been seen as somebody who might be a little bit cocky and arrogant. So he's starting to get the ugly American tagline. Let me show you.
I like the questions I'm not ready for.
We're going to talk strictly 100 meters. I know you got 200 coming up, so we're going to talk about your other wife for a second.
All right.
100 meters. We've conquered the U.S., but I know you. You've said it today, and I know who you are, right? So I know we got bigger fish to fry. We got bigger thoughts on the world, right? You've lost one race this year.
Yep.
One race, Racers Grand Prix, oblique Seville.
Yep.
I got one question for you, all right? We go to Tokyo. What color medal we coming home?
We're going to
with?
Paris, actually.
We're going to Paris.
We're going to Paris.
Tokyo does have an Eiffel Tower.
Tokyo's fantastic. My brain's in the wrong place. We go to Paris.
It's all right.
We go to Paris. What color medal we coming home
It's
with?
gold. They're all going to be gold. I'll tell you why, though. I studied my competitors.
Okay.
I knew that man was going to be ready for that race.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I was ready. But he was obviously more ready on that day. But I tell you what, there's a difference from running in Jamaica to running at Olympics. I've seen you how you handle your rounds. I study my competitors. I know what your weaknesses. I know what your strengths are. I'll be ready.
So as you can see, you can read the comment. Go ahead.
I didn't realize that Noah's parents were also sprinters, a family of sprinters.
That happens a lot of times.
I don't like Noah. All those wins and paid the worst. Jamaican track stars are embarrassing. Sha'Carri low-key helping to improve the pay for them.
Hold on, pause. Now, honorable.
He paints his nails and stuff.
Hold on,
Enough
honorable.
said.
That comment you just made.
Somebody zesty on that set.
I know you talking about somebody. Now, honorable, that comment you just made can apply to somebody else. That can apply to Caitlin Clark, can it? Bringing money to the people around her. So hold on, you can't have it both ways. Come on now. Now I'm gonna show this video here to show that no allows do seem to rub even the Americans the wrong way.
Champions.
NBA players aren't alone, however, as Lyles' confidence has had a tendency to get under the skin of his competitors, all of whom will see the 2024 Olympics as a chance to dethrone Lyles as the fastest man in the world.
Ariane got the best of me on the turn. I ain't worried about that. I saw him reach his top speed and I said mine is faster.
Just come back and win. Job not finished. It's never finished.
It ain't finished. Never finished.
Noah can't do that to me. Like, come on, man. Like, no disrespect to him. I would slap the out of him. You can't do that to me.
Darnell Hughes, the Brit.
Damn.
I've got to say, he's quite useful. He's cute.
Noah last week ran a good 60.
I truly believe I'm going to break the world record.
If no one 965, I'm running faster. I'm Fred Curly is my title.
That's what they all say until they get beat.
I don't with Noah. Simple as that.
Is this jealousy? CC is different, causing the media is acting like with her and the WNBA is brand new, which is annoying. Caitlin Clark.
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about the WNBA, but Angel Reese can't see past her. See that? When she do that?
Oh yeah, I see what you. Fred.
Fred Curly is my dude too.
Oh y'all like old Fred.
Adidas is a losing brand. All day I dream about surgery.
Oh yeah, the ankles. Derrick Rose career. Anyway, see that's my point about the ugly American image. You don't want that.
He's Radamante. He vainfully boastful and is bragging.
You know what's crazy? Usain Bolt was the same way.
That's what I was about to say.
But he was
flashy.
He was braggadocious. He was a little bit
flamboyant. He did all that different type of stuff.
But we never saw him as,
thing.
Well, he was considered cocky by some, but for the most part, black people, it was like, we cheered for him. Black Americans was cheering for Usain.
Okay.
Black Americans was cheering for him, but you don't want that ugly American image. That's all I'm saying. As an American.
Well, you're American, so you already have an ugly image to people.
My point is, as an American, you can't be cocky. They're gonna put it on you even harder. Anyway. Olympics, Paris 2024. Breaking is now a part of the Olympics, and look who is the.
Because they can't win in nothing else. They have to create these sports.
Breaking is ours.
When I say create,
I
mean form something. Take somebody else, make it, and then try to make it. So that they can win for now.
They did not have breaking a part of the Olympics, and Black Americans are not even.
So what do they do when Black Americans start competing in the breaking?
They don't think it matters. The Asians run it. They dominate that field. Remember the
what the fuck?
What's the name of that Asian group that dance? Would walk? How you say the name?
The Walkie. Y'all remember they was on MTV.
Jabberwockies.
Yeah, Jabberwockies.
The Jabberwockies have became the #1 break crew, and they're Asian.
Well, that's because black people don't really do it no more.
And that's our problem. We take stuff that's cultural and turn it into a fad for ourselves and just stop doing it. And then when other coaches pick it up, it's like, that's ours. It's like, yeah, but y'all stop doing it.
White people hate breakdancing when it came out.
Now they turn into a sport.
I don't know about the ugly American narrative, but that dude rubs a lot of athletes wrong. So,
because he's an American that talks confident.
Well, even Americans on the team don't like him.
He said, I don't fuck with him. Now, look at it. This is who America is sending as their representative. One of their people they're sending as a representative. For breaking.
The term breaking and then break dancing is like the mainstream term for breaking. Back in the 70s when people were throwing parties, the DJ started playing the break of the track on two different vinyls back to back. And
don't the Puerto Ricans take that claim too? That they're the ones that started the break dancing as well?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later too.
So that's why we were called breakers, because you were dancing on the break.
Considered one of the 4 pillars of hip-hop, breaking originated on block parties in the Bronx and has since expanded globally into a competitive art form. It will make its Olympic
Shout out to
debut
Dricky
in the
Drake.
2024 Summer Games in Paris, where 16 B-boys and 16 B-girls around the world will face off in solo battles. And Sunny clinched one of those coveted spots as the first woman to represent the U.S. in the sport.
An Asian woman is going to represent the United States for breaking.
Maybe there's no black people around that wanted to do
They
it.
didn't. I don't think most black people are even interested in breaking.
Fat Joe created breakdancing.
I'm just really grateful that we're getting this opportunity and that I get to be a part of it. It's been a dream since I was really, really small to be in the Olympics.
Oh, so she started off being
I was like a good student, and I did gymnastics since I was 3. So I actually watched the 92 games and told my mom I wanted to win gold at the Olympics.
So y'all get the point. I gotta show the whole video. Now I want to show this right here. This is a commercial for breaking in the Olympics, and look how they framed this whole commercial.
My people lit the way to Team USA. It's time to light the way for the next generation.
My people.
So that's going with the narrative that the Hispanics are the one that created the breakdancing.
It's time to light the way for the next generation.
Once this was announced as a give Dricky Drake his.
Oh yeah, what up?
Once this was announced as a sport, you know who was coming in to claim it as they are on the ride. Rinse, wash, repeat.
Yep.
Asians love breakdancing and basketball. There versus they are. Sorry. What's good, y'all? Dricky Drake. Fat Joe created breakdancing. LOL. They should get some hip hop chicken too. I think I heard them say that too. There's a goofy Puerto Rican on YouTube, Derek Collin, that swears they created hip hop, contributed to breakdancing, although it videoed in 1902 with African Americans dancing that way.
Oh, I got the video. Or some of the videos.
You can't just convince Negroes we have no friends. They all in your lives and take your life, mind, body, spirit, bone, and marrow. Invasion of the body snatchers.
So yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, on one hand, we gotta acknowledge the fact that Black Americans like to pick stuff up and drop it. We was into baseball and then we weren't.
They won't let hip hop go though.
No, that's the one thing they won't let. They won't.
And R&B. Well, they let R&B, it wavers.
It fluttered a little.
They'll give
the UK
artists.
The UK artists kind of try to run with it, but it kind of they can't get the same feel.
There's bebop and jazz too.
Oh Lord, man.
Oh yeah.
We already know what they did to jazz. There's a quote they always use. They say, "Don't let what happened to jazz happen to hip hop." Because have y'all heard of something called Japanese jazz?
Hell to the no.
It's a big deal. They keep trying to say Japanese jazz is better than American jazz. It's just a copy. It's like K-pop is a copy of 90s R&B.
Yep.
By the way, Kim Jong-un, he had somebody killed for listening to K-pop. I don't know if it's a real story. Might have just been a joke, but I thought it was crazy. All right. Speaking of hip hop, the YouTube and U.S. State Department launched Global Music Diplomacy Initiative with renowned artists. We talked about this a few months ago, how America has used music, particularly Black Americans, to influence policies in other countries. Well, now they got Chuck D. Chuck D is now working with the State Department.
Oh, he's been working with the State Department. They just letting you know now that he's doing it.
Remember when Chuck D kicked Flavor Flav out of Public Enemy?
The other one.
Was it? No, it was
Professor Griff.
Professor Griff. I'm sorry, yeah.
He got his ass out of here too, but it started with Professor Griff.
Yeah, but he kicked Flavor Flav out publicly because I think he went to a Trump party or he said some comments about something. He kicked him out publicly.
So you can't even have your own thought process. You have to do whatever Chuck D wants you to do.
Yeah, so the people that's a part of it now is Chuck D, Armani White, Breland, I can't say the other name, to be honest, Herbie Hancock, Other people. So you see right here, Chuck D is a pioneer rapper, author, and activist. As a frontman for a Public Enemy, he delivered powerful messages on social media, political issues through groundbreaking tracks like "Fight the Power" and "Don't Believe the Hype." With his commanding voice and incisive lyrics, Chuck D has cemented his place as a transformative figure in hip hop and vocal advocate for justice and equality. That's crazy. Chuck D is working with the State Department. Think about that. This is Fight the Power. Chuck D is working with the State Department. This whole world.
Let it go. Did the teenage boys simply outgrew getting dirty on the floor?
Grown men used to do that. What you talking about?
Well, the grown men getting dirty on the floor.
The movie Breaking was grown man. The man who invented the moonwalk. Or at least people say he remember the broom scene. Where they say he's the one who actually invented the moonwalk.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. Anyway, but as you said, Chuck D probably been working with the feds, like all the rest of them, NWA and all them. They all had initiatives.
For you to be in a group with somebody and you're not allowed to have your own political beliefs or just hang out with people that you may not deem politically fit to be something, it just says a lot. You can't even be around them, associate with them.
It could just be the Trump derangement syndrome, where this just became a thing recently because Trump just Trump just gave people brain. It just messed people's brains up. It's crazy. Anyway, let's move forward. But on the Chuck D situation, Chuck D criticized by fans over U.S. State Department partnership, and I want to show this too.
These hip hop old heads are embarrassing. Yeah.
All right, let me.
How this new project will work, we're joined by those two people spearheading the initiative. One of the new music ambassadors is Chuck D, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer.
Just see who next to him. Leo Coin. That
Lio.
He stay next to a Negro.
Lio. Coin.
It saddens me.
He lie and he about that coin.
And you know, in the scriptures that tell you that I'm gonna provoke you to jealousy. These people have so much influence over the community. These people have so much influence over our community. You can't start nothing, build nothing without these people finding a way to get a toe in. They're gonna find a way to slither in somehow. Ice Cube started the Big Three League. Guess who's a part of it? You look at hip hop, all the executives and people who run these labels. Guess who's a part of it? Anything you do, these people are like, they're like, what they call that? What they call it?
Anything these people you do what?
Well, people who control stuff like a goddamn, what's that called? Had the strings?
A puppet master.
Puppet masters. It's crazy. Go ahead.
We all need to hold hands and say, "Get your money, black man. Get your money, black man. This is America." Liar, Leo Coins. Influence of a black man. Energy vampires. Just saw him give Baby and Slim an award. Handler, puppet master. You remember when Lio Coins tried to fly all these people out?
Oh yeah.
And he invited Joe Budden too. Yeah, he put them on a private plane to come to a mansion in L.A.
Yeah.
It's alleged
some shit went down.
It went down, but Joe did say, I should have went.
yeah. Go ahead.
So serious question, y'all not racist yet?
Well, is it racist if it's right? If it's righteous? Hold on. Revenge is not mine.
It's for the Lord's.
I simply have righteous judgment. That's it. I won't call it hatred. It's righteous judgment. I only hate those that deserve it.
Flew them out for what? He was having some sort of party.
I think it was a birthday party.
You're right. It was a birthday party for him, and he wanted all the.
He invited all the legends you can think
hits.
of. He flew them out. Yeah.
This happens quite often, though.
I don't say revenge is mine. Give it to me. No.
Fuckery and coonery equal Chuck.
All right, let me play the video.
D.
Founding member of Public Enemy.
Huh?
Is that Cuck D?
Yeah, you're a cucker.
Wow.
Damn cucker.
The revolutionary hip-hop group behind Fight the Power, Chuck D, has long worked on causes and activism, from police brutality and racism, co-hosting a show with Rachel Maddow, campaigning.
He was on a show with Rachel Maddow?
Please don't mention Rachel Maddow. I hate that cow. All she do is talk about Trump. She is so obnoxious and annoying. Don't mention her name, please.
For Bernie Sanders. Chuck, let's get into it.
Serious and urgent time, Ari. You know, the year's half over.
Yeah.
And yesterday was a tremendous event. that basically say that, culture brings human beings together.
He invited all these obedient people of color.
Without similarities, knocks the differences to the side. And here we are in a situation where I think art governing itself and connecting with human beings is stronger than we can't have industry have the narrative and can't have government have the narrative. So this is not propaganda or propaganda. It's for the beauty of music connecting us. And this is where we're at right now. So
that's a lie.
Well, we don't
believe you. You need more people.
We know for a fact that America uses, particularly they use black Americans to influence other people.
This is shameful.
We know for a fact that right now the NFL and the NBA have entire leagues being built on the continent of Africa because they're trying to. On one hand, they want to replace the black Americans who want all that damn money. They want to replace them. They want to make their games more global to compete with soccer. And they also want to influence the Africans to adopt the certain ideologies and beliefs of the black Americans. They want you to adopt their mindset and be more Americanized. The entire continent, I say within the next 20 years, is going to be totally different mentally. We already saw there was a village where it was like 100 of them in line getting face scans. Why are you letting these people come to your country and scan your face to make sure they have your identity? What are you doing? You live in a village. What are you doing? You don't need this technology. You don't live in an environment where you need this.
True.
But anyway.
Chuck D was a role model when I was growing up.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Happy to hear him speaking clearly. A lot of these old hip-hop heads having mushmouth syndrome, oxymoron at Empress. An African will never think as us. It's a dummy mission.
Well, there's a lot of African players already in the NBA.
Chuck D sucks, respectfully.
The WNBA is filled with a lot of Africans. The NFL has a lot more Africans in it. And not just African, you got European, South American, Mexican. They're trying to globalize the world through our entertainment, whether it's music, sports. Obviously, they've been trying for years to get their movies in China and all these other places. Yeah, America is trying to use the entertainment propaganda to influence the world. So. But yeah, he lying.
And let me ask you, Chuck, what does it mean to you? We just saw.
Well, we don't need to watch all this. Let me just go back.
Mushmouth.
We gotta watch all this. Now, Chuck D got in a back and forth with someone.
It's to be expected.
Because they called him out on this. It says Zionist Leor Cohen cited State Department jazz ambassador programs of the 1950s as a precedent for what Chuck D is doing. That program was used by the CIA to murder Patrice Lumumba, which African leader will Chuck D help white Western imperialism assassinate. So we talked about this already. And Chuck D responded to this. Hold on. You better be accurate before you accuse me of anything. I'm about culture and making shit better. I'm not industry or government. But I got a passport and gadget like yourself. Advice, try your best not to fuck with me and carry on. So
wow.
That's a threat, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a threat. I work with the fucking government. We'll take your ass out.
He said, my tweet was accurate. The State Department you now work for used jazz ambassadors to infiltrate Africa and murder African leaders. Your Zionist handler, Leor Cohen, likened your role to that program. Whose culture are you promoting with the State Department? Imperialist culture? Zionism? He said, nope, wasn't accurate. You live in a country that most likely have a passport and discussing your opinion on this slave platform tossing cotton at me. What? Think about where your opinion stands upon this grid. Are you working alone or on top of co-opted electronic under you? He said, I built standalone platforms without these areas to move culture without ties. You?
These tweets is facts.
The dude was cooking them. I don't got to read all the tweets. He was.
I got a letter from the government was a damn good song. Sad to see this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know if it's just people want. I don't know. I can't explain. I have to go with Travis' opinion, which is that it's always been that way. He's always been. We're now hearing that Diddy been with the CIA for the last 20, 30 years.
These tweets was boring.
Oh, because
funny how African Americans were shamed by other ethnicities for being in the entertainment industry. Now it's something to be prideful of.
Yeah. It is what it is, man.
She said these tweets are boring.
Because they're talking about Africa, I guess.
Oh.
He was spitting facts. I don't care what you say. All right. go to this. Hold on. This is a. All right, let me go back.
Sit down, girl.
Lord Jamar challenges KRS-One's claim that Puerto Ricans helped create hip hop.
He's wrong.
He's wrong. So let me just play this little clip here.
You know what I mean? I got niggas 2-3 years older than me talking about, you were not old enough to know what was going on. You weren't there. Shut the fuck up. Who cares? Who cares if I was there or not? Were you there when your mother and father fucked?
Well, technically, yeah, you were.
How do you know that's your mother?
I mean, technically, I was always there. So,
father.
Well, you were always thought. You were always a thought.
No, I was there.
No,
the testicles was there. I was there.
Even beyond that, you were always a thought.
Well, yeah, you always existed.
I don't mean a thought.
Yeah, you saying pot? Damn, I ain't no hoe.
How do you know that that's your mother and father? You going by their word? Because you wasn't there.
No, he's entertaining.
I'll tell you how you know.
On his pod.
You know.
Yeah, the problem is we told him for years to get away from Vlad and start his own podcast. But when he started his own podcast, he started talking about that spirituality.
With the Yaman podcast?
Yamin
podcast.
So he started talking about stuff that he's interested in on the podcast when we wanted him to talk about what we were interested in.
Because even when Joe left off of Complex, I thought that Lord Jamar would be a good replacement because that's how entertaining he was on Vlad. But they did put Big Body. What's his name?
How
do we forget his name?
I forgot his name. I'm not gonna think of his name. I'll think of it later.
How we determine parentage? Through DNA, motherfuckers. Through DNA. Now, when I look at the DNA of hip hop, when I look at the double helix of hip hop, what I see is soul music, funk music. I see people that parents that might have come up in the South who moved to the North, specifically the New York City area.
He did try to replace Joe. The chemistry test with academics wasn't good. Okay.
Yeah, he's a little bit more aggressive than even Joe. Joe is loud.
Look at his chain. He's a Mason.
Joe is loud for entertainment purposes. Lord Jamar seemed like when he yelling, he actually threatened to whoop your ass.
Lord Jamar is into that. He's a 5% or so.
Yeah, so his aggression is a little different. So I would imagine AK didn't feel as comfortable around it.
Area, and whose children came up in that post-Civil War. I mean, not civil rights, not Civil War. That post-Civil rights.
Well, technically, it was a war.
Rights era. With that northern attitude, that was like, motherfucker, I wish I was around during slavery times. I wouldn't have let motherfuckers with me. Like when Roots came out when we was young, niggas was like, I wish a nigga would. That's the energy that birthed hip-hop. Those kids that watched Roots and all that type of shit. That's the energy that birthed hip-hop, bro. And that's the DNA you see all in hip-hop.
So I'm not gonna play the whole video. Obviously, he went on the whole thing saying that basically Puerto Ricans didn't help with that. By the way, MC Shan came out and said that black people, I don't know if he just meant New York, their clothing and dressing was inspired by Puerto Ricans.
We're just a culturalist people. We done nothing but piggy off the backs of other people.
So this led to a whole thing. What KRS-One said, how they was always all there.
Those who created a hip-hop topic is strange. We acknowledge African drums to ignore Southern influence to uplift migrants.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. Him and Godfrey were the main reasons why I watched the DJ Vlad. KRS said Hispanics played a part. It was blacks, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, and all in the Bronx during that time.
Well, the argument people are making is the actual creation was the black people, and the Hispanics, they were simply there. They were they didn't influence it. They just were there and was able to be a part of it at the beginning. That they didn't actually create anything. So that's what most people are trying to
Shout out to Mark Gordon. What's up, y'all?
What up?
We were enslaved and sat around for years waiting for the Caribbeans and white Latinx to save us.
See, that's been a whole thing going back and forth. He responded to the backlash he got. I'm not gonna play that
Did
video.
he double down?
Well, yeah, he doubled down.
Okay.
I'll play a little bit of it. I'll play like a minute of it.
Peace. I wanted to hop on here real quick and just say that I really don't like the way certain people are trying to frame this whole conversation. Try to frame me as some sort of bad guy who's trying to bring divisiveness into hip-hop. First and foremost, I have love and respect and gratitude for my Puerto Rican and Jamaican brothers and sisters
Say Dominican.
who've been involved in hip-hop since very early, who's helped to proliferate it to the world, made it more palatable for some. Thank you. But in no shape, form, or fashion are the videos that I put up meant as any kind of hatred towards those communities. And certain people that are in their feelings are trying to frame it that way.
So he pretty much said, to all y'all that became rappers and helped it grow, thank you, but I'm speaking facts. Pretty much what he said.
It's sad when you're speaking historical facts are viewed as divisive.
Yeah, Travis predicted the word he about to use, like divisive.
Isn't it fascinating the balls that exist on any group who steals from another group? I mean, the gall. I steal from you, but don't you check me, boo. Right, Mark. Until Latinx acknowledges the racial tension between the early years of hip-hop when they labeled it jungle music, there's nothing to talk about.
Exactly. That's the crazy part. They didn't even like it at first.
They aren't the main ones claiming hip-hop. That's why they barely claim their blackness.
It's crazy.
Spanish is over there in Spain. Don't fuck with us.
You can say it's black.
Now look at it. Listen to this one.
Black culture, but black culture does not become what it is if it wasn't for the oppression of white people. So really, hip hop culture is white people's culture because it wouldn't exist without the commercialization and the the oppression.
Yeah, I heard somebody actually say, well, you know, the Italians were there too. Look, I went to the grocery store today, and on the end cap, Snoop Dogg has
wine.
That too.
Yeah.
But he has a line of dog care and like pillows and like dog sweaters.
See.
And
That's
so
white people's contribution.
Man. White people's
contribution to hip hop
is capitalism.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Or oppression.
Yeah. If they hadn't have
joking, but I mean, it's actually real.
No, I'm definitely I mean, a lot of people may not get what you were going at, but it's very real because like had they not taken the music programs out of schools, if it's getting rid of opportunities as far as trade schools and whatever, like honestly, it is a certain level of it was hip hop was created out of people being desperate,
exactly,
not having.
That's what great art is created from.
And
talk to them long.
So you have to, and you know what? All marginalized people, Jamaican immigrants, the Puerto Rican, Puerto Ricans are not immigrants because Puerto Rico is part of America. So let's get that right. Dominican immigrants, Haitian immigrants. Yeah.
Keywords down.
One of the things. So once again, these marginalized people, all, instead of being under the flag, maybe under the flag of hip hop, they all want to put their individual flag and attach their contributions to it, which in a way I can understand. But I'm just saying that like, here we are all in America under the same thumb of oppression, and we got the nerve to be holding up flags.
Yeah.
What? This is nonsense. This is the fault of the Puerto Ricans and Caribbean parents not telling their children the truth. It's not our fault or responsibility. Latinx be like we have African ancestors, and bitch, this is America. Your tribe ain't here. Go find your African tribe. Why everyone with African ancestors think is default them to stealing from us?
Well, I keep saying
throw the whole podcast away. They trash.
I keep saying this. It's not about, and Travis be saying that I'll be capping and caping for people, but unfortunately, because of America's not Black America, America's influence over the world, and they say the hyper visibility, There's just a certain level of cachet you gain from being associated with somewhat with certain aspects of Black American culture or entertainment. It is what it is. So unfortunately, I just said heavy is the head, you know.
Leeches.
Oh, look at him. All right,
why is hip hop the only genre sliced up into sections? We only hear West Coast or down South country music. East Coast is Latin, etc.
I ain't going for being told that Mexicans are a guest in hip hop. Given my whole life to rap music, and I'll be damned if someone comes out here and tells me I'm a guest because of my skin tone. When I know for a fact I've done more than most. I ain't.
So she's a Mexican woman that says she ain't no damn guest.
You know, when people.
What you think? Boiling. Let me play another one. Hold on.
Let's give another thanks to California.
You think that's California?
You know damn well.
You know, when people look at what I said about anything, look, do I feel like breaking comes from African American culture? Fuck yeah, easy. Okay, no problem.
So he admitted it, but then he goes along and say that it was Spanish. And this is a video of breaking amongst Black Americans. Literally the moves exactly. So we've been doing this. Been doing this since at least the early 1900s.
Even dark-skinned Dominicans and Puerto Ricans choose Spain over us. They like their Spanish side more.
Y'all remember when that Dykeman thing happened during those riots in New York? And those Black people who went to Dykeman got ran out of town. They said they got to protect their neighborhood.
Was that during the Black Lives Matter debacle?
Maybe.
Mexican white sir, hush. Or Texas.
Yeah.
Or California.
Yeah, Texas, California.
I did not know in Maryland they have a big Asian population. In Maryland, there's a lot of half-breeds in Maryland near Baltimore. She's a guest who's being asked to leave. The only Latin I can recall who gave props to Black Americans on music is Carlos Santana. You're talking about Maria.
Maria.
Thank you for showing the truth, Duke. He changed his statements because of Derek calling goofy. Hip hop and exploitation of Black culture music seems to be common denominator in all these topics.
Well, yeah. And because hip hop is at the forefront of Black American culture, it's become the most. It's easy to sell it. It's been sold across the globe. So at this point, everybody think they have a hand in it. I remember when there was some New Zealand. There's a hip hop scene in New Zealand. Remember they came out with that documentary in New Zealand, the hip hop and what's it called? And he was saying certain things, and people was like, "How y'all trying in New Zealand trying to claim hip hop? What is wrong with y'all?" But yeah.
Asians own a lot of businesses in Baltimore City.
Yeah, that's why a lot of their food tastes. A lot of the restaurants there. Yeah, a lot of the restaurants.
All they talk about hard work while being a guest in our house. Why not use the hard work on your own house/culture?
Yeah, that's a good question. All right, run through this.
Because they don't want to build. They don't want to start from scratch.
He might be safer in jail. Internet reacts to Pop Smoke's killer cut off ankle monitor as probation officer shares concern. Now, I got a reason why I'm showing this, so let me just show this. He's cutting off his ankle monitor. This is the kid, well, he was a kid when he did it, who killed rapper Pop Smoke in Cali, right? So his probation officers call him, tell him he needs to come in because she's afraid for his life. She want to put him somewhere safe. He cuts off his ankle monitor and all of that. He's on social media. He's 21 now, but I think when he did the crime, he was like 16 when he killed him. And this goes back to your question about rehabilitation versus punishment. What do you think about a 16-year-old killing somebody, allegedly, and getting at 16 and getting out of prison or jail or juvenile detention at 20, 21?
Well, that wouldn't happen if he was black.
He is black.
He's Black American?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why I say black. He's black, though. He's not a Mexican.
Oh, well, damn. What I see, he look like a damn Mexican.
You saw it? I don't know if that's him right there.
Oh, shit. Never mind. Guess it was the lighting.
Yeah, he's not Mexican. He's black. So you okay with those short type of things for minors? He is a minor, and I'm one of those people that I don't like the idea somebody did something at 16 and they got to serve the next 60 years in prison.
But was his first offense?
I don't know, but then again, you did kill someone, so it's like
it's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
Was that your first offense? Have you ever gotten in trouble before?
Were you part of a gang?
Exactly. All these have to come into play. And I don't know enough.
Look.
You didn't recognize your twin? Don't start with me, Spook.
Oh, shit.
I'll never forget the Diamond riot. Because Maul excusing the behavior.
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy. The man, they literally tried to run the blacks out. They were like, no, they were just defending their neighborhood. Like, no, they were pretty obvious on camera saying, get these niggas out of the neighborhood, protect our women. They be running through here trying to get with our women. I remember him saying, the dude saying that. Dominican dude was talking crazy. He was mad at Dominican women who were laying up with black dudes. Uh-oh. What is spook?
What is a spook?
That's a slur. That's a slur they use against black people.
No, it's not.
It's not?
It is not. Black people call themselves spooks.
Oh, yeah.
It is not a slur that is used towards other racist people say towards black people. Black people call themselves spooks. Don't try to make it seem like I'm saying that because of tone.
Yeah, I forgot.
Narrative.
My bad.
Narrative.
My bad. Yeah. Hold on. Because y'all will turn that to a narrative. They talking about skin tone. See, Honorable, you not.
Oh, they That's rare. What is this?
But yeah, so, Pop Smoke's killer is out. A lot of people having a discussion about what do you do with a minor who commit that type of crime. And it is his life in danger because he did kill a rapper, but it is LA and he's from LA. I don't know if they're going to do something to him for killing a New Yorker. I don't know. But I don't know if I'm okay.
So he feels like his life is in jeopardy and he's doing this to be sent back to prison, jail?
No, his probation officer said that he needs to not turn himself in, but come to her so he can put him somewhere safe. And he's just like, I ain't going to deal with this, I guess.
So he's going to go into protective
No, I think he's just going to step out on his own.
Isn't it more dangerous you being out there on your own than being in protective custody? I'm trying to understand.
He don't want to be in protective custody because that's where how they say that's where the lames go. That's where the scared punk dudes go. You don't go to PC.
So he'll be a body on the street.
That's what people thinking. I don't know.
Cracker, did you use it?
Cracker, did you? They did use it as a slur. Well,
hold on,
not consistently.
They use it as a slur. It's hard for me to frame this. Black people call themselves spooks. And then white people say it. They said it as well, but black people said it amongst themselves too. Like the N-word.
Yeah. The spook who sat by the door. Yep.
TK doing serious time, and he was around the same age.
Yeah. Rapper TK, he the one who made that song, The Run. I forgot that name, how you call it. He's in prison. He made he made a post saying, "Damn, I'm 20 something now. I was 16 when I did this, and I still got to be punished for that. That ain't fair. I should be able to get out and get
That's why I don't understand why she did. Well, when you hear spook, what do you think? Ghost.
Ghost, yeah.
That's why she said what? Woo, like nigga glow in the dark. I mean, yeah. What about the EEOC about Hispanics replacing Black Americans with Hispanics? And the CBC was informed, and they did nothing.
You have the race. The narrative.
We don't speak like that to each other on code. I'm not reading the rest of that.
She goes, she got you
Spook
now.
is a ghost, sound like voodoo lingo. The race. Honorable.
It's over now. She got a narrative on you now.
She don't got no narrative on me.
Anyway, let's go ahead and move on.
Honorable.
All right.
I got nothing but love for you.
I got nothing but love for you, baby.
Mormon and other cracker cultures see blacks as demons, evil, ghost / demon.
Yeah, the Mormon culture look at black skin as a curse. Definitely look at sure.
That's true, honorable.
All right.
Oh, that's true. We don't talk to each other like that. Wow.
All right, look at this. Speaking of prison and punishment versus rehabilitation. Inside Cognify, the prison of the future where AI rewrites your brain. Let me show this video.
Welcome to Cognify, a facility designed to treat criminals like patients. Instead of spending years in an actual prison cell, prisoners could finish their sentence here in just a few minutes. Cognify could someday create and implant artificial memories directly into the prisoner's brain. These complex, vivid, and lifelike memories are created in real time using AI-generated content. Depending on the seriousness of the...
I got to get a backstory. So, my ex-girlfriend's her grandmother, actually, I didn't hear this being called so much until I came to Seattle.
Oh yeah, the first time you said
she
you heard
was the one that was saying that old spook.
Yeah. Your
She was the
ex-girl.
one that I heard say it that often. I've heard it before, but she really used spook a lot.
It was
now she
ex-girl
was a lighter complected woman,
but who went out of her way, who married a dark skinned man that had the darkest skin possible.
So holy shit, the Demolition Man.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Yeah.
Judge Dredd is the movie for reference. Was the ex-girlfriend family yellow too? Child by my bad. Correct word. I can't even go it.
You can't go into it. You can't. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go.
Travis is time travel using his common terminology.
All right, let me finish playing this. This is definitely Demolition Man.
Years in an actual prison cell, prisoners could finish their sentence here in just a few minutes. Cognify could someday create and implant artificial memories directly into the prisoner's brain. These complex, vivid, and lifelike memories are created in real time using AI-generated content. Depending on the seriousness of the subject's crime and their sentence, the memories could be tailored to the rehabilitation needs of each subject. The artificial memories implanted by Cognify would be seamlessly incorporated into the existing neural networks of the brain, preventing cognitive dissonance and ensuring the subject experiences the memories as if they were real. The Cognify concept offers a new approach to criminal rehabilitation, transforming how society deals with offenders by focusing on rehabilitation rather than punishment. First, the prisoner is given a choice, either spending tens of years in a prison cell or seeking fast-track rehabilitation through artificial memory implantation. If the prisoner chooses to undergo fast-track rehabilitation, the Cognify device is used. Next, the prisoner undergoes high-resolution brain scanning to create a detailed map of their neural pathways. This brain map helps guide the Cognify device to target specific brain regions responsible for memory, reasoning, and logical thinking, such as the hippocampus, prefrontal cortex, amygdala, parietal lobe, and anterior cingulate cortex. Once the target brain regions are identified, Cognify is then placed around the head of the prisoner. The intensity and the type of artificial memories is then adjusted depending on the crime. Inside the criminal's mind, time would pass differently, slower than in real life, making them experience years' worth of artificial memories in just a few minutes. Synthetic memories are customized depending on the crime committed and the unique brain structure and psychological profile of the individual.
They did put all white bodies up there.
They did. the thing people are asking the question of, if let's say somebody commits a crime where they kill a family member of yours, and they do this, and within a month, they've served their quote unquote time. Within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they've served their time. Even if they're rehabilitated because of this, would you be okay with that? Because they're not serving the 30, 40, 50-year life sentence that they would normally get. It would be a situation where they only do a few weeks, few months, and then they're out. Even though they might be rehabilitated, is there really a punishment there?
They're rehabilitating them by changing their thought process.
Well, they're implanting memories in them to rehabilitate them. Now they never go into depth of what type of memories they would implant in them.
Oh, like they can put memories in them that they went to law school. They became.
I guess that's probably
so. They can make people doctors and lawyers.
Now you go even further, but I didn't think they could give you a profession that you don't have. They can give you skills that you don't have.
Yeah, that you are equipped to have now. That's crazy.
If you give me a memory of doing something, I know how to do it because of the memory. Then do I know how to do it?
Yes.
What's that TV show we was just watching?
They can make you probably speak other languages.
What's that TV show we was watching? Where it was in the bubble.
The bubble.
Where it was in the dome.
Oh, Under the Dome.
Under the Dome. Remember when he was trying to be a construction worker?
Yeah.
So he thought he knew what he was doing?
Yeah.
But the other dude was like, this is not right. But I think it would end up being right.
Oh, and that show you talking about, when they went into the cocoon, she changed their memories and their mindset.
Gave them skills and
gave
stuff.
them skills. Yeah.
So this is that's literally that movie.
Yeah, Under the Dome. Yeah. They did that. The aliens.
So they can give you skills without you having the skills.
Look at Mystery Man. Westworld, they clone Tyrone.
Yeah.
Implants. They have resources to create mental/digital jails, but selling us fake watermelons. They're doing you dirty, Sienna. Sienna, have you tried the yellow watermelons?
Oh yeah.
There are so many movies about this, like Minority Report. Heck, no to this. MK Ultra Soldier bots, etc.
No, sorry. Now let's go to another route. They can do this and completely change your personality. You hear me?
What?
You can do this and they can change your personality.
Yeah, they can. It's like you're totally different.
No, that's
person.
I'm saying they can literally wipe your identity, give you a different name and stuff.
You run around here thinking your name is Imani.
Yeah.
Fernandez, speaking Spanish.
Your name is Joe
Me
Smith.
no black.
Me Dominican.
Nigga, you.
Nigga, you
your mom be like, nigga, you're black. They would give all black men gay brains. This man is really concerned about the black man out here. America will never invest in this. They will continue to stick to traditional free labor.
But hold on. If I can create the perfect citizen through criminals, would I not do it? Okay, I might not get the slave labor, but I can get their labor in another way. I can create the perfect citizens for my economy. On God.
On God, honorable. So that should let you know it's a game. Not yet. I just found someone selling yellow watermelon for $20. Mm-hmm. We'll get one tomorrow. They also have Black Midnight watermelon. It's not black in the inside. It's just black on the outside. It is still red in the inside. And they also have pink pineapple. Now it does contain GMOs. It's not, they not something that was created.
Yeah.
This is a technological form of creation, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you pretty much create
zombie apocalypse. The U.S. can't afford this, and they can't afford to lose the slave labor of prisoners.
I don't know. They can find another way to use you. If I can make this criminal the perfect citizen for what my economy needs, then that's the same thing as the slave labor. It would depend how far they can go with the memories they implant. Like I said, they can truly give you skills and memories that you didn't have before, then this will be very much profitable.
I had the yellow watermelon 2 weeks ago. It's hype, but they taste okay. The red seeded is the best. Okay, have you tried lemon drop cantaloupe? And they have cotton candy grapes.
Making sure. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think it's crazy. If you view it in a positive, it's negatives and positives.
Duality is everywhere.
Because you could change somebody's total essence of who they are.
For the worse or the better.
For the worse or the better. But think about it. The family would not be able to recognize you or be able to relate to you depending on how far you go with this.
Yeah, it would be pretty much. I mean, that's this question. Is that any different from prison now? Right. If a person served 8 to 10 years in prison, they come home, they're going to be a little different.
Yeah, because of the mental
stuff they had to do in there, the survival. If they go to the worst prisons, they're going to be a little different. Anyway.
Scott Grace is diabetical. Yeah, it'll run your sugar up for sure. I haven't had cotton candy grapes. They okay. I've had cotton candy grapes. They're okay. I'll stick to frozen green ones. You eat frozen grapes?
Yeah, people eat different things, man. Yeah.
Oh, maybe she bought it. Do you buy the grapes and then you freeze them? You fucking freeze mixed fruit.
I freeze apple. I make it cold. I freeze my apple, my oranges.
I don't do that shit.
Yeah, I freeze my fruit.
I guess you really are Negro.
Oh, you trying to say? Anyway,
traits.
Oh, you did this one, didn't you?
Yes, it's very similar to. Go now. It's very similar to. They're just go ahead. They're using lab-grown human brains.
They're using lab-grown human brains that have enslaved organoids to run computers.
And this is in Switzerland. Shout out to Larry Gaithers.
Switzerland's always doing stuff like this. Switzerland's the one who did the machine, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just read when they first started this research.
Okay, when I first started researching this, I could hardly believe that it was true. A company in Switzerland known as Final Spark has constructed a bizarre hybrid biocomputer that combines lab-grown miniature human brains with conventional electronic circuits. This approach saves an extraordinary amount of energy compared to normal computers, but there's a big problem. The lab-grown miniature human brains keep wearing out and dying, so scientists have to keep growing new ones to replace them. So they're admitting that the human brain is a computer.
Yes.
Well,
they're saying it's actually better.
They based the computer off of the human
But
brain.
the problem is it keeps wearing out and dying. So they got to come up with a solution how to sustain it and make it last longer.
So they're trying to be God.
Yes. I freeze them for snacks. It's great. My daughter loves frozen grapes with a sprinkle of agave and lemon juice. Agave is top tier.
Y'all ever had
the movie The 6th Day? Go ahead.
Y'all ever had Manuka honey?
Yes.
Very
expensive.
But it's good.
It's so you got to use a damn whole bottle of Manuka honey to get it sweet, to be quite honest with you.
You get some Manuka honey, then you got some people with sweet tooths that use half a bottle.
No, I don't have a sweet tooth. I don't eat a lot of sweets.
I'm not saying you actually do. I'm saying my point is with that Manuka honey,
I do
you needed a lot.
I do like my tea to have a little sweetness to it.
That was a lot.
I don't, just drink black tea by itself or green tea by itself or chamomile.
Hey.
The series Citadel comes to mind too regarding the wipe away, restructure your memory segment. I use Manuka honey on my skin.
Yeah, it's good for you. It clears your skin.
That was it.
It has a lot of healing properties to it. But yeah,
they're doing a lot of things with brains. It's nasty. Maybe because I got it from Marshall's.
Yeah, the real Manuka honey.
You can't even say the real. You don't even know. If you got
I can't even say that because normally if you get it off of like online, it would have a stamp of approval saying it is authentic Manuka honey. But there might have been authentic Manuka honey in Marshall. It might have been.
My honey comes with a large piece of honeycomb in the jar.
Oh, you look at you. Natural, okay.
Are you going to like farm markets and stuff and getting the honey? Okay.
No, fake brain. That's crazy. It's so crazy how much they built stuff off of nature, and they tell you that nature is just random, it's evolution. But it seems like you use this stuff because there's science involved, there's mathematics involved in this, and you can use it to actually build technology. Almost like something with a brain thought of this. Anyway, let's move. Oh, this is just a crazy story, but it has two sides of the story, unfortunately, that we have to acknowledge another part of it. So basically, these three white dudes chased this black dude down and shot him. Unfortunately, apparently there was a drug deal, and they accused the black dude of taking the gun and running. So they chased him down behind a dumpster and shot him. And after he shot him, he said, "I just blew an N-word's head off." Three white men who chased, gunned down black men in Florida escaped hate crime charges. And the reason why the hate crime charges were not thrown on them because they're saying that this didn't seem to be the actual reason for them doing it, his race. It seemed to have been a drug deal going wrong and alleged theft.
Yes. But they are miscreants.
But do I believe he actually stole from them? We taking their word for it.
I'm going to say...
Why would he grab their gun and run?
It don't make sense to me. It just seems like they wanted to kill him, to be quite honest with you.
Now, is it possible it was a little drug deal? He saw one of the dudes pull out a gun and waving it around in a joking manner, and he just like, these dudes crazy, and decided to grab the gun and just run, thinking that they were already going to try to kill him? It seemed like he had the feeling that they were already going to try to kill him and rob him.
They're Mephistophelians. Wicked by nature. That's what that means. They are wicked by nature.
So they got so one of them got 40 years already, and the other two are waiting to be charged with conspiracy for it. So they'll probably get a couple years for it. This is just one of those unfortunate stories where
How is hate crime defined for us? Because everyone seems to get a pass.
Very strict lines around black people. It's crazy because I've seen stories of a dude who get in a fight with a gay dude, beat him up or lose with any type of fight, and it's immediately thrown in the hate crime category.
I hate LGBTQ.
Yeah, LGBTQ hate is crazy.
They're saying, which Duke already said it. I don't like to reiterate. You already stated it. They're saying because this was an alleged drug deal that went wrong,
it's not
that it wasn't like they just came up to him and started harassing him
because he's black
and calling him the N-word and then shot him and said the N-word again. This was just in the heat of the moment, adrenaline. They were allegedly on coke and all this other stuff that that's why they try to say what happened.
Want to answer?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's why that it's not considered a hate crime.
Yeah, so
if that makes sense.
Well, they got 40 years, so hate crime or not, they're going to prison for killing him, obviously. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
Well, the one that shot him got 40 years.
The other one's supposed to be getting
they're accessory to the crime,
and they're supposed to be getting like 15,
something like that. They snitched.
Yeah, they definitely snitched. They told the whole story. That's how we know what happened. They say he got in the car. They told exactly what he did and how he did it.
So, in this story happened in North Carolina. I'm gonna read.
My inside started boiling. North Carolina mother outraged after middle school writes N-word on daughter's arm at yearbook signing party and then hit her daughter for telling.
I can't believe this has happened in North Carolina. So a white girl wrote the N-word
on the black
girl's arm.
A black girl. Oh wow.
And I can't believe she didn't throw hands.
Yeah, maybe she didn't. She's a little kid. She probably don't really understand.
Meanwhile, they're about to pass a broad anti-Semitism bill.
Yeah, they definitely do that too. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So the little white girl wrote N-word on her arm.
And then they said they did what the proper protocol for when you do something like that. They suspended them, and then the white girl came back the day and hit her in the back. She attacked her again. These are nice black folks.
This generation is very nice.
This generation is very nice.
This generation is very nice, and I said the other day when I was the other show when I was like, what is up with all these stories of these white people or whatever doing racist stuff to black people? Y'all record it and then put it on the internet and say this person did this to me, and it's like, why are you recording? But now people want people fired, and they want their finances, so they want to go further than just whooping your ass in a moment. They want to put you online and have you online saying the N-word or doing something racist so they can get you fired from your job or something, I guess. So,
what was our mother generation called? Generation what?
That was X.
Okay, that's what I had in my head. NC is 1988 outside of the triangle. Our mother was Generation X.
Yeah,
they were the group that don't touch my kid.
Yeah.
I discipline my kid. Don't nobody touch my kid. Yeah. When I was younger, I was heading towards being a miscreant. I was very bad. The thing that got me pissed off was if I didn't get because you got a sticker on the board depending on how great you were. If I did not get my sticker on the board, all hell was breaking loose, and every kid, every adult in the classroom was gonna feel it. Big Back Central. Fuck you. You from Stud Central. Snoop, you. I was terrible.
Go ahead.
As a proud Aries, I have no filters nor any control. When I get emotional, my Pisces hub keeps me in check because I wish a motherfucker would do that to my child. My ass, the whole family would get. What if it was a bunch of Samoans?
So you keep bringing up Samoans. I think they might.
Is she gonna back down if it's a Samoan? What's she gonna do?
At some point, you gotta take a dive.
Sounds like the black child is being resided by other parents. Nuck if you buck is what the child needs.
Yeah, it's
yeah. Shit would have went down if it was us. It would have been totally different.
See, maybe that's not the right way to handle it.
And the teacher grabbed my ears.
Oh yeah.
And how my mama knew she grabbed my ears was because they were red. She said, "What happened to your ears?" And I wasn't no snitch. But she knew that.
Yeah, something happened.
So next day, all I know was it never happened again. My mom came to the school. Teacher never touched me again. So I can't wait for Samoan to show up and chat. Regina and George gonna scatter like roaches. They gonna get the hell out of Dodge.
I saw somebody make a post like, if a Samoan said the N-word, who gonna check them? Or y'all gonna check them? And people like, yeah, I'll check them. I ain't scared of Samoans like y'all. Y'all niggas scared of them.
Did they say they die?
We all can die.
We all can die.
I don't care.
When it comes to Samoans,
like the dude who tell Preacher story said, he said, "Don't threaten me with a good time."
She said, when it comes to Samoans, your tribe needs to get involved up against them. You can't do it alone.
Hey,
she said they be 50 deep.
They be deep, man. They don't come alone.
So hold on. So it's not about the one-on-ones. It's about their pack.
No, it's the one-on-ones too. It's some big people. But I ain't scared of me. I ain't scared of nobody.
Well, you built like one, so you should be.
I ain't scared of them.
You shouldn't be afraid of Samoan.
I ain't afraid of them.
I've seen very few Samoans built like me. Very few. When I saw one, I couldn't believe it. I was like...
The athletes, yeah.
But You don't have no. You should have nothing to fear when you.
That's not true
Samoan.
because most of Samoan athletes are like linemen and stuff.
Yes, they fight
for reals. Hey, they don't fight on. They can. Hey,
they like a goddamn polar bear.
They like ain't no David versus Goliath. We not doing one-on-ones.
You remember when Uncle said? I mean, not Uncle. You remember Brilliant me saying he taking a tiger over the polar bear?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Polar bear gonna cook his. It's gonna be bad. But anyway, all right.
They do be big.
They do be big. Yeah, there's some. All right.
Oh,
let's go here.
She said, "It has not. It has not been my experience to see a tiny Samoan." Wait a minute, she calling me tiny?
They built. Go ahead.
They built father, mother, son, daughter.
They built. Why do I have no reference to these people? Are they like The Rock?
Yes, The Rock is half Samoan. He's half. The Rock's mother is Samoan. His father is. I'm gonna say his father is Black American, even though his grandfather went off into Nova Scotia, then into Canada. But yes. The Rock is half Samoan and half.
These are Samoans.
Black American. Even the women, this is a big back. Really me. You see these big backs?
He's
Samoans. Probably like a slimmer Samoan.
Yeah, this is a slimmer side of him.
But the women is big.
That's the slimmest Samoan.
That's the slimmest Samoan I've seen.
Yeah. But most of them are pretty. At least maybe we should say the Americanized version.
They be 5'10". They be 5'10" at 250 in the 7th grade.
Maybe it's the American version. Maybe the ones in the actual.
Well, they must send the big ones over here then.
Or maybe American food just
swell them up. They do that to us too.
They be sticking on them.
I'm referencing Brandon me big back. Big back central. I can't believe he said that.
That's crazy. All right,
where you be at?
Report reveals how formerly enslaved people
Can't
were
fit in a
ousted.
cubicle. If they wanted to, can't fit in a cubicle if they wanted to.
Oh, they need a corner office. Report reveals how formerly enslaved people were ousted from land received after civil war. We're not gonna go into this. Basically,
it was a dialogue between.
Yeah, some of the people did get their 40 acres, and it was taken back from them and given back to the white people. So the white people that go around saying 40 acres in a mule were given to some people, and no, it was taken back and given back to the.
I need some thick ones too, but I'm never want. Hold on, I need some thick ones too, but I never. Oh. I seen some thick ones too, but I never one that was skinny.
Yeah. I ain't never seen it.
Rock Hawaiian.
Oh, you Hawaiian? I thought he was Samoan.
He's Polynesian and black.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
Polynesian. Yeah, that's different.
Maybe the father, no African American. They claim they don't get big back outside the race. Well, his mother wasn't a big back. The Rock's mother back in her earlier, she wasn't a big back. I've seen pictures of her in her younger state. So honorable, she wasn't a big back. See, Whoopi said her family got the acres in a mule.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah.
I blame over consumption of Spam, which has a high content of salt.
Salt whole weight.
Well, back in we never. Well, I'm gonna speak for me. I never liked Spam. I liked it, and it's called treat meat because the Spam was too salty. Take your time, Travis. Well, when the sentences is. Cubicle is hilarious. Whoopi is the damn mule.
Whoopi the mule. That's crazy.
Most of them are built like mailboxes. Spam is facts. It's too salty. Spam is nasty as hell, and it's a staple in the Hawaiian diet. It's a staple in West African diets.
Yeah, I was
and
surprised.
Caribbean diets too. They put that in their food.
I was surprised by how much they like Spam and
yeah, they eat that over there too.
Or treat meat, as they call it. There's another version. Anyway,
well, should I say here?
Yeah.
But I'm sure they got it over there too.
I just want to show this. This is a photo of an actual cross burning here in Tennessee, Monday at NC5 at 6 p.m. I have disturbing results of my continuing investigation into the rise of hate in a volunteer state. And I'm like, rise of hate in Tennessee? This is a normal Wednesday afternoon. This is your local police chief. This is your local.
Here go honorable being an elitist.
What she said?
Spam is poor people food along with spaghetti. I got my family hell trying to feed me this ish. Damn.
The spaghetti is for poor people?
Well, if you don't make it homemade, it is.
You think spaghetti is poor too? Y'all some elitists. I'm surrounded by elitists.
Y'all not racist yet?
Righteous hatred, Uncle.
They actually built like that too.
Said Rise, Tennessee, Andrew Jackson, Tennessee. That hate never left.
She said, "Yeah, spaghetti is poor people food." She doubling down.
Hey man, y'all can. Hey, if you got it, you got it. It's okay. Rich folk, okay.
There's nothing but a brick house for. They're nothing but a brick house for the most part.
Inside of
well,
a
hold
warehouse.
on. Not all brick houses are bad. She's a brick house. Nah, it's a difference. If you a warehouse, I never heard of that. Anyone who ate spaghetti with sugar was poor and mother couldn't cook.
Now hold on, the sugar part, I might agree with you. I agree with you.
I'm with Duke. I'm with Duke. Righteous hatred. Yet I also know you better watch with one eye while praying with the other, just in case a brick is headed at your head by the enemy.
The enemy. The enemy. Exactly. Do you know who they is? And you ain't got to be worried about it. You already watching them. How to say that?
You stay ready.
You stay ready.
You gotta get ready. EBT specials. Damn.
Oh, she going in now.
That's really me. I have to agree. Damn.
Damn, Shante. Shante say it's poor food. The poor's.
It depends. Hold on now. You can take this and upgrade this type of food. Your lasagna, you can all take it to another level.
Now I ain't gonna lie.
It's different when you're making your own lasagna pasta, your own spaghetti pasta. It's different.
There are some meals that's very popular.
He said, I always ate my spaghetti with Parmesan and ranch.
Say it again, Dre.
Y'all losing y'all roots.
Parmesan and what?
Why do y'all, is this a thing that black people eat ranch dressing with their Italian food?
Travis been going at me my life. Well,
it's fattening.
He keep going at me for eating ranch on my spaghetti.
The spaghetti, lasagna, and pizza is already a fattening meal depending on how it's made. And then you turn around and then you put fucking ranch dressing on top of it. That's just death.
And the mugs be busting.
With the sugar, I'm saying fresh spaghetti from scratch is real motherfucking
now, I
food.
agree with the sugar. I've never been a sugar on spaghetti person. That's extreme. I'm from the South. I ain't from that. I ain't from the. I guess I ain't from the deep South.
Well, Honorable, you talking about when you cook? Some people when they're making their spaghetti sauce from scratch, you put a pinch of sugar in there to take away the acidity taste in the sauce. That's why you put that pinch of sugar. However, if you're letting it cook for a long time, you don't need to put that pinch of sugar in there because it will naturally disintegrate that acidity flavor. So and those oodles and noodles, although I tested and tried some of those TikTok versions with vegetable broth and shrimp.
Now you're not gonna talk bad about oodles and noodles.
People still eat fat bag of gizzards as a side dish here in NC.
Yes, they do. A little treat. Yeah.
I put grape jelly on my grits.
I never had no jelly on grits.
It depends. Like back in the day when you had your grits, your sausage, your toast, and you combine it all together, I would say that's not bad. But if you just putting jelly and grits, no. Who on Cole?
Yeah.
Why she say poor as if we rich?
We say poor as if we rich. Well, it's called nigga rich. You just above other people so you can look down.
He said with some garlic bread too. Ooh wee.
Exactly. See, me and Dre, we see on spaghetti thing. This is us. Yeah, spaghetti ran with some.
I make my spaghetti the Italian way. All fresh herbs, spices, tomatoes, you name it. I bet the high price canned tomatoes and sauces.
Oh, now y'all fancy.
My garlic bread is bang bang. Spaghetti is on my menu in fancy restaurants.
Bye.
Now half our community claims they eat spaghetti with sugar and claims it's a Southerner thing, which is a lie.
Definitely Negro. All right, let me.
Okay, that's enough. I would eat grits with pepper and or cheese. Grits used to be great with little smoky sausages, the beef, little smoky sausages, and
he don't like when they put that dookie on it.
It's called pudding.
Yeah, the pudding.
I call it poop dookie. Don't put that shit near me.
All right. California budget includes $12 million for reparations for black
I'm
residents.
so tired of reparations.
I'm not reading the title. I just read the title. That's it. We're moving on. The allocation of the fraction of what reparations advocates hope for after the California task force recommended billions for dollars for black residents. So they just put that much as a part of the budget. That's all you get. I want to show this though.
Talking about reparations has become mundane.
Trump doubles down on black vote during revenge.
What pudding? Oh
at
shit!
Buckhead Barbershop.
Y'all don't know what pudding is.
Hold on, let me show another picture, y'all.
Really, we was in North Carolina. You've never seen pudding at the grocery stores?
It's breakfast.
Shit.
It's called breakfast pudding. Ain't it?
No, you have to put sausage pudding. It's black. Reparation discussions are exhausting because nobody is researching the topic and we keep discussing the same shit over and over. It's monotonous.
What is, hold on. Is this it?
That's it. Well, it's more like a pudding. Well, it kind of looks like this. Dude got the feel. Y'all got the feel of how it looked.
Hold on. This is kind of what it looked like. This is blood pudding. This is what they eat in.
Liver pudding here in NC looks like dick big. That's what it is. It's liver pudding.
This is blood pudding. This is more they eat in the UK.
I think they eat blood pudding too.
Here? I thought it was a UK thing.
Yeah, Brandley got it. It's liver pudding.
All
right. It looked like. Oh God. Yeah, it's pretty gross. That's UK food.
That's definitely how it looking in the grits.
I do like some dookie. Pause, really.
That's how it look in the grits, don't it?
Yes, once you
mix it in.
Sometimes it comes in the casing and you just I think Brilliant talking about this. Yeah. It's different.
Yeah, you talking about something else.
You talking about the liver. I'm talking about the dark pudding. Yeah. Your people fancy. Wow.
All right.
How much of the population did you say y'all were in Connecticut? 7.5%? It's way higher in North Carolina.
Trump doubles down on black vote during event at Buckhead Barbershop. Now let me show this right here. There was a gathering that Trump had in Atlanta at a barbershop. And conversation of reparations came up, and this is what Donald's.
Yeah, Regina, we had already had this clip when you sent that.
Yeah, this is a conversation of reparations that popped up from Donald's when he.
Where is Kiefer?
Gave his he told us his actual lineage Trump during this back and forth.
And Trump, Dr. King said at the tail end of his life, he said, "We're going to Washington to get our check." You understand? So now, what is your position on reparations?
Thank you. Great question. Thank you. We can all be quiet and let them answer. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be direct. First of all, I'll be direct with you. We don't want to hear the Jim Crow stuff. Listen, I'm gonna be direct with you. I don't believe in reparations. I don't.
Well, then you don't believe in the black community. That's
I will tell you, brother in the hat with the glasses on, that's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you're going to get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one, of all black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? Because you've had a lot of immigration over the last 100 years in America. Of American slavery. There was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation, the brother in the Kango, because his parents came from Jamaica. My grandmother is from Jamaica, so my grandmother's Jamaican. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother was born in the United States. I'm born in the United States. So this is a fundamental question. You a black man, I'm a black man. Am I eligible for reparations right now? I would say.
What type of question is that to ask? You saying you're not for it because you don't know who's a part of the
That's a lie.
The payment? That don't make sense.
He's Panamanian and Jamaican. So
the answer is no, I'm not. Because my family is from Jamaica. My father's Panamanian. His grandparents were born in Panama. My father immigrated to the United States. So does that make me eligible? So you got to go through all of that. That's step one. Step number two.
Well, it's easy to go through that when you literally just told us. We know it's written down somewhere. You know, in America we have this thing called paperwork. We could track who is who, so it wouldn't be hard for us to decide who's a part of this payment.
Slavery under federal law was ended in 1865. The Jim Crow era ended, obviously, with the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights, etc. The fundamental question is, you've now had 3 generations of black people come up in the United States. As a black kid today, does he get reparations? Third question. Oh, well, hold on now. Third question. You got a lot of other people in the United States. Asians, are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade? No, because they're of Asian descent. People of Indian descent. People who are Hispanic in the United States, the largest growing population in the United States. And of course, the dominant population is still the white population. But even in that, it's not just Southern whites that were plantation owners from their grandfathers. So if you're going to talk about reparations today, what you're talking about is taking money from other Americans, which quite rightly, the pain and the toil that did happen in America through slavery, through Jim Crow, but now you're asking Americans today and in the future to pay that bill.
Well, they benefit from what happened back then. And this same this money was passed down through a system that was built on the back of that free labor. So yes, you should pay the residual for that. It tells you in the good book, the son got to pay for the sins of the father. It is what it is, but go ahead.
Mission gets misrepresentation out of the office was just activated. America, slavery as well. Everybody else except their reparations, tethered. Agreed. Who's renting these facilities? American slavery is well documented. They forgot that part. They not like us. So much coonery in the world. So he's not even qualified. No. Someone in the post said, as a black man, I'll be the first in line to get a check. But it's a carrot that keeps getting a wave every 4 years, so unlikely to happen.
Yeah. That's what he's saying. Hey, if it ever come, I'm there, but I don't believe it's ever coming.
Slaves were being told the early 90s. Reparations are due, but will never be given to black people ever. That's a form of ordinary ataxia. Living in a fantasy world, you're not getting your reparations until you leave
when this thing is
America.
Over. When this thing is over, pretty much.
We wouldn't be having this conversation if they paid decades ago. Tether Babble, where's Tariq? Caribbeans don't really migrate here until after 1965, but that was less than 1%. Talk Duke, I hate this response for anchor babies. If they don't want to pay for reparations because they just got here, they shouldn't benefit from civil rights either. The Supreme Court dismissed the Tulsa Black Wall Street folks. Reparations unlikely.
Yep, they definitely
Talk Regina. If you agree to take the benefits of the country, then you will have also take on the debts.
That's true.
We were told we would never be free. Hush.
When this thing is over, you'll get your reparations. But anyway.
He shouldn't be talking, and I don't know how people think reparation, it includes them, like it's ridiculous.
Athens reparations action gives first checks to Town descendants, so at least somebody getting some money. We just celebrate the
How much they get?
Hold on.
10 families.
As a Baptist Family West, they gathered descendants of the 10 families in
10
Town.
families.
So who members are growing
10
up.
families. How many people are in those 10 families?
It's obviously not the biggest population of people, obviously. But
Dismiss isn't the same as being ruled. No, includes.
Nepo then spoke about reparations, where she announced that the ARR has raised over $120,000 for the descendants of Town.
Are you serious?
Most of which came from private donations. So they just literally just.
That's not even a portion of what we asking for.
It's like a GoFundMe, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we asking for $2 million a piece or more. Ain't gonna do.
Go through. Hold on.
Come on there.
Okay. We should be good now. I know it's lagging a little bit. I just want to read this headline. I'm not going to show the article. Denver gave people experiencing homelessness $1,000 a month. A year later, nearly half of the participants had housing. So in Denver, they went around and gave the homeless population $1,000 each. Half the people they gave the money to ended up with housing. They were good. And less people went to prison, less crime. The crime went down.
$1,000 a month?
Yeah.
So they took the money and invested it
into themselves. Now, there was the other half that didn't do quite that, but they're saying the fact that half of the people actually went and their life got better, then that kind of shows that when you give people money, not everybody's going to just fuck it over. But yeah.
The U.S. debt is in the trillions, but they tell you to keep a good credit score. We can cover reparations, and I will want never-ending funding like indigenous people. Repair me. Fuck that.
Yeah, repair.
How many black people were a part of the homeless group?
It was just Denver homeless. No,
there's a lot of white people there.
If the population in Denver is majority black homeless, which a lot of states, most of the people that are homeless are black, they benefited black people. But it's Denver, so I don't know how much of that population.
Isn't what's her name in Denver?
Who?
Coach.
Prime. Coach Prime.
Did he help?
Deion Sanders. Let me show this. Today we celebrate the solidifying of the mayor office of immigrant affairs has done a great work in supporting and enhancing services of Baltimore's immigrant community. They got an immigrant. Remember when we were growing up and there was this thing called Indian Affairs? It's not how immigrant affairs.
It's Indian Affairs.
Well, we used to say India fur.
When you know better, you do better.
So now they got something called Immigrant Affairs in Baltimore.
But why? Indian Affairs, it applies to all people that are receiving Section 8. It's just not for...
But it was really for Native Americans.
Well, then that must tell you who the real Native Americans is back home then.
Because it was established for them. But now they got it for immigrants in Baltimore.
Coach Prime, I thought his family were the only blacks in the state. The way y'all were upset. Y'all? Who's y'all?
Hold on.
Who said that?
In the same state, we talked about the black farming couple that was having a beef with their neighbors, remember?
Oh.
And y'all was calling them liars, you, Honorable, and Travis. Y'all was calling them liars and said they
and
were
doubling down on it. Still don't believe it.
Think they was scamming? It's crazy.
They were scammers.
Your own people.
Yeah, your own people do it, don't they? Scam and lie and try to get GoFundMes.
Go ahead, man.
At this point, the only thing holding up the White House is these local governments and the termites. Oh, we know who the termites are.
The blacks.
Huh?
He said the blacks. Hey, y'all see that new thing they passed?
Blacks.
They just got rid of that new. They just struck down that the Supreme Court just struck down the what's it called? Chevron, the homelessness bill, where basically at this point in certain states, if you are homeless and on the streets, it is a crime now. So it's funny that $1,000 thing has to do. That Chevron, I forgot Chevron and something.
Oh wow. Is let that going to harm their new migrants? Sounds choppy.
Hold on. Y'all might be a little behind. Hold on. Let's make sure. All right, we should be good now. All right. These stories are becoming more and more frequent. Texas Chick-fil-A confirms 2 employees killed in shooting illegal immigrant suspect in custody. 2 Chick-fil-A employees were killed in a shooting in a restaurant in Irving, Texas. There was another situation that happened where an immigrant went up to a woman's door and suffocated her, killing her. There was another story of a woman, black woman, I think she was black, a woman who was hiking with 5 kids. The kids weren't with her, but she was hiking. She was killed by an illegal immigrant. There was another case of a 12-year-old girl who was brutally assaulted and killed by some illegal immigrants. It's becoming a thing.
Where the immigrants are attacking people.
So Trump on the stage when he said these immigrants are coming out of prisons from other countries and coming here, and they're killing us pretty much. They're killing our citizens and committing all these crimes. Something needs to be done about it.
So the people that are coming from these countries are criminals.
Some of them, yes. Some of them are actually coming out of the
choppy.
prisons.
Every episode.
No, we good now. I think they're just a couple seconds behind. We should be good now. Let us know when it's good, Honorable. Because, on our end, it's smooth.
Restart your computer, Honorable.
Oh, Lord, don't talk. Just they been complaining about the sound.
Who your carrier? You good now?
Okay, we good.
Who your carrier?
All right, let me play this because Tucker Carlson has been playing both sidism, and he's definitely trying to clean his words up that he said in the past. Like back in a few months ago when he brought up this whole idea of a replacement theory, I think it was say last year. And now he's been asked about that. He's been asked about the replacement theory. Now he's saying, I was talking about all Americans, including the black ones, are being replaced. So unfortunately,
so he didn't agree with that before.
No, we knew he was talking about white people.
Okay,
but now he's trying to act like he was talking about all Americans. This
all inclusive now.
And now you're trying to play that whole game. Let me play this.
Your address today. So you talked a little bit about immigration, and in the past you've talked about how white Australians, Americans, Europeans are being.
These grapes are messing up the Dems' play to our pretends like Latinx is the biggest ethnic groups.
It's still, pushing it.
Replaced by non-white immigrants in what is often referred to as the Great Replacement Theory. This is the same.
Have I said that whites are being replaced?
Well,
I don't think I said that.
Well, it's been mentioned on your show 4,000 times. And
really, when did I say that?
On your show.
I said whites are being replaced.
You have said that before.
Really?
Yeah.
I would challenge you to cite that because I
said
Did he say whites?
I said native-born Americans are being replaced, including blacks.
Native-born Americans.
Native-born Americans.
And
Americans who, like black Americans, have been African Americans.
We are the name. We are the real native-born. Thank you.
Their families over 400 years, and their concerns are every bit as real and valid and alive to me as the concerns of white people whose families have been there 400 years. So I've never said that whites are being replaced. Not one time, and you can't cite it.
Untrue.
So we just met, but when our relationship starts with a lie, it makes it tough to be friends. So let's pull that back. I'm happy to explain what I do think.
So that's the angle he's using now. He definitely was using it as a dog whistle when he said
old regiment against new regiment.
When he said Americans are being replaced, he definitely was talking about whites. But he only said.
Did he say whites?
He didn't. But we know who he was talking about.
We know versus what he said is two different things.
Point of the matter is now he's trying to use the whole they're replacing Americans in general, and he goes on to talk about how the populations in America are shrinking, and the birth rate is shrinking, and the only reason why the population in America is growing, as we've said 1,000 times, is because of their influx of migrants they're allowing in over the border. And he said instead of trying to go out of your way to bring in migrants to help stabilize the population, maybe you should make society more stable so that people are willing to have kids because they can afford to have kids, because the price of raising a child went up by $10,000 in the last couple years. So he's making an argument. The reason why you're trying to replace them because you don't want to make society financially more stable so that they can actually have children. So
if you ain't making close to 100,000,
don't have kids? Oh, you one of those? I disagree. I disagree.
Eat beans and oodles noodles and spaghetti. The only American folks whose births are shrinking is the whites.
I'm not going to show this, but I just want to read this right quick. There was a post I saw somebody make, and she said, I think I'm going to make a video about how black Americans have far more direct experience with white people than any other black folks in the diaspora, and how that causes a lot of the disconnect. So you're trying to make the argument that because black people have to be around these people directly more than most other groups of black people, we have a certain understanding of white supremacy and how they work. And people are pushing back against that. They're saying, what about Brazil? What about other countries that have a direct connection in country with these people and got to deal with them?
Brazil, there's more black people in Brazil than they're the biggest ethnic population in Brazil is the black people, right?
I don't think so. No, they're the biggest black population outside of Africa, but they're not the biggest. They're not the majority.
They're not the majority in Brazil?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so. It should be, Regina, but people are disagreeing with that by saying, obviously, Brazil and other countries, and they're saying that black Americans are trying to create this idea of a unique experience dealing with the system here, when they said it's a global system and everybody has to deal with it. Now, I disagree. I think there is certain unique things you got to deal with when you're right next to these people. Do you know how hard it is to walk around in the same country with these people and all the stuff they're putting on you through laws and all this other stuff, and have the ability to walk around with the idea of black power, walk around with trying to do self-love for your own nation, trying to teach it to your children? Like, you have to become extreme almost in order to break through this system they created. What you looking at?
I'm looking up.
Well, hold on. Trying to see the population of Brazil.
Wow.
They're not.
Well, wait a minute. They don't even have. They don't even. It's weird how they have it broken down. They're saying that the 2020 census, it was 20.6 million people in Brazil, and 10.2% of the people identified as black.
Only
So
10%.
they could. So only 10%.
That's crazy.
That's a duh now, isn't it?
Not really.
Biden blatantly committed war crimes by funding the Ukraine and both supported Israel genocide, all for control of global South Africa.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Bro Sanchez did a whole video about how American blacks, in his opinion, think versus skin folks, and it wasn't pretty neither. Not sure I agree with him neither.
Well, yeah, there's the people that believe that black people in America have a sense of have started to develop an American exceptionalism ideology, where because we're American, we know better. Which is funny because that's the Pan-African ideology. I've heard for years Pan-Africanists make the argument that it's going to be black Americans who have to teach other groups of black people because we so-called have more information. That's what they've been saying for the longest. I've always said to me, unfortunately, some Pan-Africanists move like white liberals. We have to teach everybody to be like us. And it's like, that ain't a good message to me. That's kind of crazy. But yeah. Anyway, let me move past this. Let me go here. What's up? Oh, that's the same argument because they were disagreeing with it. Oh yeah.
Oh, where is George at? He gonna love this.
Now, hopefully you two don't consider this too nude. This ain't nude.
She's showing a lot.
Please don't. Please, I hope this is not too lewd for y'all in the chat. Please.
Fupa.
It's a little fupa there, but I just thought this was a funny video.
The Aurora.
Did you see this?
No, I didn't see this shit.
So, Mr. Man, you always asking about.
They got the Rock.
He goes to Aurora Streets. Let me show this.
Is that what he want to see?
Recording for. I just see you in a bikini and inside a gas station. That's why I'm just wondering why.
This is the blade be selling ass over here, so you can put your camera down. I ain't got no shame in my game.
Oh wow. She said she ain't got no shame in her game. The fuck?
I dare you to run in those heels. I'd love to see you. Oh shoot.
A whale.
Wow, you fast.
A whale.
Oh my.
Oh my God, I see that lady all the time. She got a big ass. You can sit a cup on her ass.
Is it big or she just bent over?
I don't know. Well, it don't.
What up, Craig?
It don't look. Shout out to Craig. Yup. It don't look like it's doing anything on film.
You said in
but
person.
in real, I don't know if it's because it's like she got a dip in her back. I think she just walked like that because she's a prostitute. She just used being bent over or got scoliosis.
She probably got scoliosis or a back problem. Yeah.
But yeah,
I know somebody like that.
I've seen her a couple times.
Yeah, Travis.
I've seen her a couple times, as in.
Oh yeah. You was the customer.
Riding. I've seen her a couple times throughout when I'm on the metro.
When you're on your commute.
When I'm on my commute sometimes. Is this in Seattle or Travis saw this on another? This is in Seattle. This is on Aurora. That's like 125th right there. Where she at? In Aurora.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's right across from the Krispy Kreme.
North Seattle is lost. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then you see this fella. Hey, bro.
Don't
hey man, you
okay?
okay?
Why are you only showing black people? Don't do that.
You okay, man?
When
You
we
on
start the
blues?
video.
Huh?
It was a white woman.
I don't care. It's been
You
too
on
black
blues?
so far. This is not normal.
Man, you can't stay on the street, man. It's an alley. Someone's gonna like hit you.
Damn, I've seen him too.
Can we at least get you off the side of the street?
Wow. Yeah, I've seen him too. I didn't know he was that bad on that shit.
Hey, bro, we got to get you on the side of the street there, man. All right.
Seattle is another planet, and y'all left NC for that.
Look, it wasn't like this.
Well, hold on,
It
Brilliantly.
wasn't like this when we came up here, dog.
Hold on, Brilliantly. We don't live in that area.
Oh yeah. Yeah, hold on. Let me reverse.
It's the shoreline area, not this. Is the metro that I take? It goes through that. Pike is wild. Pike is. It's so bad that they have a security guard now in front of you. You talking about Pike? He's talking about in front of the Ross store. Because when I've been seeing it now, they're not on that side no more. They moved to the other side. So wherever the E-line goes, that's where the people go on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Pretty much the bus stop
Roll?
for that.
Nah, man, I gotta pick you up, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Damn, they doing document.
The white woman was crazy. She said, "We sell ass over there. Ain't no shame in my game."
just come on down to 23rd Avenue between Mason and Union up to Ezell's, same street as Uncle Ike's, and you'll see all races and gender like this. It's everywhere. It's not. Shout out to Kiefer. Right in the heart of the community. It's not Seattle is trash. It smells like poop and pee. It does.
It does.
And ass. There's one black dude that if he even gets on I get off.
Damn, the black.
That's how bad it is. It's the black.
Brother?
Unfortunately, he's the worst I've smelled. White people just smell like dog.
So you gonna do your
and
brother?
Shit. But it's a smell that's beyond shit, dog, and piss. It's death.
Now let's get to this. Outpack leads unprecedented $14 million campaign against Bowman and NY primary. Well, it's an L Seattle. This is probably the most obvious thing I've ever seen Outpack do. Like they clearly was like, we gonna get him out of here. It was such an obvious attack that people wrote articles like, Outpack is trying to get him up out of here. It's pretty obvious.
And this is the Times of Israel.
This is Times of Israel.
Which means they had a hand in this.
So they put $14 million campaign against him.
What did he do?
He came out against he won a ceasefire in Gaza.
Yeah.
He said that it is a genocide going on.
It's war crimes.
Yeah, he's a part of the squad. Now it's funny enough, they didn't try to get rid of AOC. Hold on. Let me pause this. I don't want to have this playing.
I wonder if AOC is some kind of cathartic Jew.
She's Spanish, ain't she?
Some sort of Spanish cathartic Jew.
All right, look at this. He lost. Bowman loses New York primary and blow to progressives. Now, funny enough, he won his district, or the district that he's.
So they still support him.
But he lost the Winchester district. Like they combined them.
What is the population of the Winchester
The one
district?
I think the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken, is his. And he won 80-something% of that one. But the other one, Winchester, I think there's more whites and all them. The Spanish, they voted for the other dude. It's a white dude they voted for. So it's like, damn. And it's funny because he was dancing for the Spanish.
Well, his wife is Spanish and her last name is Oppenheimer, which is a Jewish last name. That's crazy.
And they danced his ass right out of that office. Night gone.
Wasn't he the same dude rapping recently or hyping?
Yeah. AOC got on stage with him and tried to do that bullshit to help him, and it didn't do nothing for him. So now everybody's thinking that the next person they're going after is Cori Bush. Cori Bush next. So it said Jamar Bowman, Outpack, phony progressives, and black misleadership. Now this is a Black Agenda report. This is a publication from the Black perspective. They went in on Jamar.
We got it. She already knows. Seattle smells like Paris.
Yeah.
Dude got the video.
I got the video. I think did I play it? I think I played it last week, didn't I?
No, you got it up there now.
I do?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she wrote this article from the perspective of obviously Black America, and they basically saying you did all this stuff for the Spanish and all this stuff. So she's like, we not even feel no sympathy for you. You got what you got. You're pushing for these immigrants to come here and defend it and all that stuff. Now your ass voted out. It is what it is. So this is pretty much what they did. They just attacked, got on his ass.
We've been through.
Damn.
Now this is another American politician who's shoulder to shoulder with a foreign leader. Why does Israel? Why am I asking this question? These are dumb questions. They have so much influence over the country that they can lobby in your country, and if you say anything about their lobbying, they call you anti-Semitic. You have to have an agreement with 30. You have to have an agreement with them, or you won't be able to do work in 37 states in America. 37.
AOC whiteness could be useful to them. Paris is a third world country with Gucci belt.
We've been through dire times in these months of anguish war, And during that time, I can say that Israel has had no better friend than Senator John Kerry. Senator, welcome to Israel. I want to thank you for your...
That's how you come there dressed?
Your courageous statements that show moral clarity and moral courage. And you just say it the way it is. And we appreciate this friendship at all times, but especially at these times. So welcome, friend. Welcome.
Well, we stand with Israel through this, and I'm so sorry for what's been done to this.
Did he just get out the hospital?
Oh, yeah, he had a brain. Did he have a stroke?
He's a senator. He looks like a skinhead or a white thug.
Well, it's funny because he was a progressive. He was counted as a progressive coming in. He got in office and turned, I don't know what you consider.
It looked like he just got out of the hospital. He was told, you better be here. Nigga showed up with a damn
who was that? Remember when that political dude, I forgot who it was. It was a governor. He showed up with purple hands. Like somebody held his hand down and beat his hand.
That was Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell.
He came up with a purple eye too.
Mitch McConnell don't have his ass whipped multiple times.
Corey protected somewhat. Black woman.
Nah, Corey not protect. You're right. But they'll get rid of her ass too if it might take them $20 million to get rid of her.
Well, you know it's rough for getting them out the door. They don't go out without a fight, literally.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put a little couple extra more coins in there to get
Ask
rid of her.
the judge in Atlanta.
She was fighting. Anyway, we talked about it last week. Everything is about you. All right, look at this. This guy here, Thomas Massey. It says, my high school sweetheart, U.S. Representative Thomas Massey shares news of his wife's death. Now, rest in peace to his wife, whatever. This ain't really.
Rest in peace. Rest in piss.
This ain't really the topic we want to speak on. His wife passed away. But it's crazy that his wife passed away, quote unquote, suddenly, because he's been vehemently against Israel. He also was talking about getting rid of the Federal Reserve.
Well, you know, every time somebody has talked about getting rid of the Federal Reserve,
they pop up dead.
They did pop up dead.
I just said you wake up dead. So this is now. He's been a very adamantly against Israel and what's going on, Outback and all that stuff. Now, this is a message that a Jewish person left on his post. Now, I want y'all to tell me what this sounds like. Dear Thomas, please accept my deepest condolences for your loss. As you navigate through this difficult time, it may be beneficial to engage in some introspection. Over the past 8 months, you have expressed strong negative sentiments towards Israel and its Jewish supporters. I would like to gently suggest that you consider whether it is a legacy you wish to leave behind for your family. Perhaps this is an opportune moment to reassess your perspective and make a positive change in your life. Sincerely, an awesome Jew.
Arrogant.
You understand if when he saw that, he probably
was boiling.
He's gonna be
enraged.
Even more. You know how nasty that is? To talk so
it's
boldly.
gonna make him more persistent to continue doing what he's doing. So
there's a certain level there's a certain level of fatigue that's coming on when it comes to them, and it's gonna get worse.
Well, damn, that sounds like a veiled admittance or threat.
It definitely do.
Damn. I'm tired of hearing about Israel. I'm tired of hearing about Israel. If they're all not going to go there and leave the world alone, they need to return the land. It's deeper than a dislike. Opposite of love is hate. So I hate the Ashkenazi Israel.
Let me play this real quick.
This
is the guy
Nazi.
here. This is him, Thomas Massey, on Tucker Carlson's show.
Interest group called AIPAC that's, got the ear of this current speaker and demanded 16 votes in April on Israel or the Middle East. We haven't had 16 votes in April on the United States in Congress.
So what's AIPAC?
AIPAC is the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. And they didn't start out as a PAC in the sense of a political action committee, but now they have a political action committee. Ostensibly, it's a group of Americans who lobby on behalf of Israel. They're for anything Israel. And they're a very effective lobbying group. They get in there. They try to get me to write a white paper as a candidate, for instance, for Congress. They
Zionist.
Almost get
on what?
On Israel. And I wouldn't do it. And they said, why? And I'm like, I don't do homework for lobbyists, right? I'm like, I didn't like writing term papers at college. I'm not writing one for you.
So in this interview, he went on to say that, I don't know if it was a slip up or accident. He said Israel have handlers for all Republican candidates. I don't know if you're supposed to say that. I mean, every last candidate has
Trump
a person,
got a handler too.
Every last candidate has a person that is responsible for them in the outpack.
Hell, even the celebrities got a Jewish handler, a rabbi.
They got rabbi. LeBron has a rabbi.
Nick Cannon got a rabbi too.
That they go to for advice, which is anyway.
Where is the Pop the Bubble story? Aaron the Plumber needs a segment.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this.
I did catch up a little bit. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He talked about it.
So basically, he was lying.
He's lying.
Before you say that, the bubble dude. Hold on. Let me do this. Y'all got mad with this man for telling women that they weren't qualified.
But that's not what the story is now.
I mean, it's just sad, man, how they do the.
No, that's not what the
How
story
they
is
do
now.
the black man and make him the villain.
O'Shea was talking shit about him too.
All right. So this started when this dude here on the left, this dude here, went on a bubble show, was confident in himself. The women popped their balloons, some of them didn't. He started, when the ones who popped their balloon, he checked them and said some words that people didn't like. He ended up not getting anyone on the show, went on home, and then he said that they made calls.
I thought you left with the girl at the front with the black dress
He
on.
ended up not leaving with her either because apparently she gave her number to a producer. So he went home. He said calls were made that got him fired from his job as a plumber. He loved that job. And now, what's been said?
The nigga lying. Well, he went somewhere and posted an ad trying to prove that this is what I did. I installed this plumbing device. And a black woman said, nigga, no, you didn't. You went and screenshot this from another plumber company and put it up there, and it's been proven he did that.
He know that them black women gonna be on his ad.
And then he was in the club with Rick Ross, and he said that he got kicked out of the club because he was on the show and they were trying to get back at him. And come to find out, no, the nigga got kicked out of the club because he shoved a woman. Because he was throwing money, trying to get attention for himself. This is all alleged. I don't know this to be true. I'm just going by what O'Shea Jackson had.
He's trying to be an internet.
He was throwing money, and Rick Ross is in the club, and it's like, you can't compete with Rick Ross in a club. He's a celebrity. He has way more money than you.
Says who? In a club? I can throw more money than him in a club. He might not want to throw as much as me.
He looked like Tory Lanez and 50 Cent mixed.
Point of the matter is, what he do to any different from all the other scammers?
Well, they say he the brick lady. They call him the brick lady.
How he the brick lady? He didn't actually hit nobody. I'm sorry, he didn't lie about somebody
hitting people.
What? He didn't lie about somebody hitting him is what I meant. He didn't put a charge on nobody.
This whole story was based upon him stating what that started the GoFundMe.
Okay, the GoFundMe what made people mad. Okay, that's what happened. That's what did it. The GoFundMe, ain't it?
Yeah, he can't get it either because GoFundMe has locked it.
Now y'all messing with the man money. Y'all not fair, man. That's not cool.
It sounds like what they are, white supremacists. The devil renamed Jacob to Israel. X is a live AI training model used on U.S. citizens to study social behavior and dialogue. He showed receipts.
Yeah, see?
Uncle focused on that love vibration, let evil be evil. I don't love Israel, so Republican, the only free thinker, shocker. The woman used their discernment and rejected his ass. The single mother, Latinx, started falling from the sky. Oh, and then his
ex came out.
His ex is a Hispanic woman. So.
I'm just saying. Okay, he lying. Let's laugh and move on. Why is this seen as like a...
Because black women are saying accountability.
His accountability is coming. He's exposed for lying.
But black men allegedly, ostensibly, who have in that manosphere, who have a disdain towards black women, are riding the ship with what this man is saying, and they're not going back and saying this is not all truths.
No.
Some of the things he's saying is lies.
Yeah, no, the lies part I understand. After the fact, we get it. But on the show, what he do wrong?
Well, he did. I mean, he was critiquing them,
and they were critiquing him,
and it was back and forth.
I'm saying, what did he do evil there on the show?
I didn't see nothing.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying the people that's like got the fangs out for him. I didn't laugh and say he's a lying. He lying. He a liar.
I think it's just accountability.
It ain't accountability. It's
These
something
women
more.
are busted. I didn't think the women on there were busted.
They weren't busted now. That's not a lot. We ain't
Damn,
got
Uncle.
to be extreme, Uncle. Maybe you weren't attracted to him. That's your preference, I guess.
COVID has bred an entirely new platform for on-demand mental dysfunction.
I will say this, pause. The rise in these type of shows is so different from what's going on in other parts of
What's the name of the show?
I don't know. It's just Balloon Pop. You just type that in. It's
Type Pop the Balloon.
I'm saying it's different versions of the show. It's like 30, 40 channels that do it. It ain't just one. Some of them include all races. Some of them only include black people. So it's different versions.
They all three were Hispanic and claimed he was broke and abusing them. So his past relationship were all Hispanic women.
All right, it's getting darker.
Had they showed love, we wouldn't be here.
See, they didn't show no love. I agree with that.
What show was it on? Okay, he looked like a little arrogant abuser.
See, now where the arrogance come from? Where the arrogance?
He was.
Where was the arrogance?
Well, I can counter that and say he was just coming in the room. You have to come in the room and be confident because you're coming in with what is it? 8 women?
It's 10, I think.
You're coming in a room with 10 women, and you have to be confident because they're gonna judge you if you look weak. You have to show confidence.
What's funny is most of the women only popped their balloons because of
he
how
started talking shit.
Yeah, when he started speaking to other women.
It started when he told a girl that because she was like, "Sir, my face is up here, not there." She thought that he was looking at her saggy titties.
But he was like,
"No, it's a whole bunch of hair on your arm."
Your arm. I don't like dating women on their arm.
Yeah, to me, it's all social media entertainment and don't see none of this nonsense. It's my actual reality.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The women look like hookers. Y'all notice that all the shows are hosted and owned by migrants.
That's something I did notice. It's a lot of that. Yeah.
Pop the Balloon will be a prime time soon. It's low vibrational.
Oh, they'll have it on some mainstream television show at some point. It's too popular right now.
The women are rude. Discernment. C. Busted. I'll replace a single bachelor model.
Now
It'll replace a single bachelor model.
Bachelor's copying.
This whole shit started with Flavor Love.
Flav. Yeah, I'm about to say it's Flavor Flav started all this.
Flavor Flav started this shit.
Like, let's not get it twisted.
Regina is all the platforms that belittle African American women.
That's
it's not
true.
just black women on the platform; it's black men too. Hairy arm hooker.
I've seen
Hairy arm.
I know you've seen that video of that woman who was going in on that dude, calling him a little boy, saying he needs to change. Bro, the critique these women have for these dudes, like, soon as they walk in the room, balloons popping, pop, pop, pop. I ain't like your shoes. I ain't like your hat. Your shirt
and
look childish.
they did the light skinned dude really dirty. They just flat out told him,
I like darker men.
I like chocolate.
But
which is what y'all said last week.
If he would have got up there,
they told him he was a nice, handsome guy, but they didn't like the way he dressed. They didn't like the shoes. They went in on this dude, and he had a great paying job, by the way.
Yeah. Now, if he would have got up there and said,
he didn't have no swag.
If he would have got up there and said, I only like ...
And they got mad because he didn't have a preference among skin tones as far as black women. They were like, you didn't really give a preference on what you like. And he's like, I like black women.
Oh,
but it wasn't good enough.
But yeah, anyway.
I wish they would get those people some chairs. They line up in droves to be on these shows. I'm talking about owners and hosting being migrants.
Yeah. The owners, the person who run the show, definitely.
Yes, even the Comedy Hype is non-African American. Yeah.
I finally unsubscribed from Comedy Hype a little while ago because it's just drama. Corey Holcomb said the first couple months of Comedy Hype really starting to grow. He said that's a drama page, and you ain't gonna never talk about no actual comedy.
What they doing? They're trying to invest in it now. We saw.
Y'all was supposed to be like, what's the name of that channel? Chocolate Factory. All those other pages that upload actual comedy bits. They talk about drama and comedy. It's crazy. But anyway,
if judge a book by its cover was a show, I've been left Comedy Hype trash.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. All right, there your segment go, Honorable. I don't think the man was as much of a villain as some, but it is what it is. Anyway. A halting Biden tries to confront Trump at debate, but sparks Democratic anxiety about his candidacy. Exactly. All they talk about is the drama. They love that Cat Williams.
That's what they use as a catalyst. That's what they use to build their. I gotta take this.
All right, hold on, y'all. You gotta take a phone call. Hold on. All right, we back. I took a phone call.
There are options. I had to watch the debate twice and still was lost. Private sector versus public sector on display.
Well, yeah. So I know y'all watched the debate. I didn't watch it all. I watched clips. I can't lie. It feels like if you watch the whole thing, you just as lost as somebody who watched the clip. So it doesn't matter. So I saw the reactions to everybody saying, Biden looked like he done. Trump lying, but Biden lying too. But he lying while looking like he can't talk or walk. So it just looked even worse. Everybody came away saying these are our options, as Uncle just said. These are the two people we got to choose from. Everybody saying, oh, maybe we should look at third party. They won't. We know
they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into some of this clips. Let me go here. CNN faces backlash. Now this right here was a story that came out of this.
Civilization ends up in America is due and has been reduced to the joker or the pooper. The pooper. Pride comes before the fall. They claim bottom numbers were up.
Yeah, I saw that live. They said his numbers went up 1% after the debate.
Because he called Trump, what did he call him, a cat daddy?
No, he said alley cat. He said he got the morals of an alley. We're going to get to that comment, morals of an alley cat, because it didn't work well for him later on. But CNN faces backlash for allegedly excluding black-owned media from presidential debate. Now, this was painted this way, but in reality, CNN blocked all third-party media. But of course, we only care about the black ones, so it is what it is. So basically, all the black-owned media, Atlanta Black Star, all those people.
Well, who do you blame for this? Would this not be the Democratic Party?
Well, CNN. So who's CNN?
They are
side
left.
CNN on?
They are Democratic.
So it would be
So you can't necessarily say Trump because this is not Fox
Biden,
News. Yeah. It's more Biden.
This makes me ask the question then. Have they been paying attention to black media and see that it's not as leaning towards Biden anymore?
And he was going to get tough questions and he didn't want to have to answer those questions, and reparations was going to be a topic that was going to be brought up.
So that's why they're like, we don't need you there, honestly.
Roland was blocked.
We're going to talk about Roland.
Biden is trending on TikTok in CapCut with the mumbling comments.
It's pretty bad. Let me show this right here. See this right here. It says right wing. I want to start with this because I was going to start with talking about the clips of the show, but I want to start with this right quick. Hold on. Right wingers are spreading misinformation to black voters through podcasts and influencers. Now you already know who they brought up in this discussion, who they said are spreading this influence. It says, over the past few years, I've written extensively about how popular, ostensibly black news outlets, influencers, and hip-hop podcasters have been used to spread far right-wing propaganda and misinformation or undermine civic engagement. The report is easily the most thorough examination I've seen into how false and manipulative claims make their way from bad actors to black folks. So you see here, they said Stephen A., Joe Budden, and
that's a weird picture they chose of Joe Budden.
19 keys. Yeah, that picture's crazy. And
they did it intentionally.
Yeah. So when you look at the actual article, which is this, I'm just going to show you who it's ran by first. This is the person who wrote this hit piece against black platforms who are not completely walking step in step with.
Not Black American?
You see her name, Eso Osa, founder and CEO of this company.
ONYX?
No, Onyx. That's the name.
Onyx. I know. I was about to say that's Onyx.
Yeah, Onyx is the name of the company.
Okay.
So that she's pretty much made the claims that this is how we need to.
She's Nigerian.
She basically saying that we need to rebuild black platforms to have the proper understanding so that we can make sure we cleanse misinformation from getting to the public. Which is pretty much her saying we need to make sure these black people are not dumb enough to fall for these lies. So now I want to show this right
like
here.
Sometimes when people,
oh my God, Angela Rye.
When people are so hurt and damaged, they go and do the other extreme thing, and it is not okay, and it's not cool, but it doesn't just happen politically. And I think it is irresponsible. Had stuff to say about when a Washington Post article came out about black people in Detroit not wanting to vote for Joe Biden and potentially voting for Donald Trump. That's how we end up losing engagement.
I totally agree.
Literally, like we're in a place now where this shit is so narrowed down and so refined and so like we're not engaging people anymore.
I don't receive that.
It's true. Like, look at the number.
I give Angela credit for admitting the truth.
Shout out to Vicky. I'm not gonna listen
Vicky
to that part.
Dillard?
Yeah, Vicky Dillard. Shout out to her. That's the clip I got from
Girl
her.
hush. Look at Craig.
Girl hush. I'm sorry.
All I can is invest in EFT stocks and take care of my family and finances. I got 15K hot girl steps. Lord, rye bread, Angela Rye with lettuce and tomatoes on the side.
Shout out to who's that? Professor Black True.
Yeah, Black True.
Oh, Black Authority.
No, it's Black B1. Well, they both say B1. Damn.
Black Authority. I think it's Black Authority.
Nigerians always got suggestions on how to build shit. Shut the fuck up. What is the habitat? What? Hampton is going on with all these Negroes and the tears for tears craziness.
Y'all see, girl, y'all see, what's his name? The one that always crying with the glasses.
Who?
The one who always crying. Got wear the glasses. God damn it. I forgot his name. We'll get to him. I got a video. We'll get to him. Anyway.
Van?
He was crying too. Yeah, Van. Yeah.
You talking about the one that had the white Jewish wife?
Yeah. Him.
He's the opposite side of Angela.
Yeah. Dems freak out over Biden's debate performance. Biden is toast. So all these articles saying the same thing. This was a New York Times editorial piece. To serve his country, President Biden should leave the race. Now the question immediately became,
what?
Who would they replace him with? Would it be Kamala? Would it be?
Well, you know, they're saying that Kamala is being treated so bad.
Newsom? Who would it be? Now they're trying to push Michelle Obama out again.
We know it's not going to be Newsom.
Nah. We get to him in a second. All right, let me play this video right here.
Behind the podiums, you can see two.
Now, this video, this debate exposed a lot because before the debate, they announced how the debate will be handled. They're doing the mute mic thing again, which kind of defeats the purpose of the debate because you're supposed to be able to show charisma and be able to control a room. That's a skill. If you're a person who have those skills, you're more likely to show leadership skills, which means you're more likely to get voted in. If I have to constantly mute the other person from talking because you will interrupt them and be able to make a better point, they kind of defeats the purpose. But they do so much now to try to nerf Trump and handicap him.
Shed a tear,
it don't work for him.
Shed a tear, get a cheer. You know Angela from Seattle too.
Oh yeah.
Angela Rye is from Seattle. We were on van watching her cry, and
here he comes. Exactly.
Here she comes. That's heavy coming from the NYT.
Now listen,
I'm here for Newsom. We don't have to convince him to support reparations.
Oh, talking about the reparations thing.
He was just doing that for his state. He's not doing it nationwide.
Hold on. If he already did it for his state. Now, once again, enemy of my enemy is my friend. At this point, we don't have to agree with all your politics. We need you to be able to agree with us on this thing.
Yep. Regarding Angela, her and Eddie are very prominent in here in the black politics and lives. Look, Kiefer. What? Newsom is a lizard. He is a lizard.
We know, but let me play this.
Green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on. When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So I'm standing at one podium, and I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green, and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off, and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to...
Y'all get the point. All right, let me move forward.
Who won the debate? We asked debate watchers in our instant poll, and the answer is a resounding
No way.
Donald Trump did.
That parser, Duke. A lawyer said that if California or New York wins reparation case, it would become easier for other states. Look at the way he runs California into the ground. It looks like a bigger Seattle, a toilet. They say Newsom would be Trudeau in America.
Yeah, he looked like him too. We might be Castro boy. Anyway.
67% of debate watchers in our poll say Donald Trump won the debate tonight. Joe Biden, 33%.
Y'all see the numbers. I'm trying to run through this because we're going to get to
President
something.
Biden, while black unemployment dropped to a record low under your presidency, black families still earn far less than white families. Black mothers are still 3 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related causes, and black Americans are imprisoned at 5 times the rate of white Americans. What do you say to black voters who are disappointed that you haven't made more progress?
They acknowledge they made a lot of progress, number one. The fact of the matter is there's more small black businesses that have been started than any time in history. Number two, the wages of black unemployment is the lowest level it's been in a long, long time. Number three, we're providing housing for black Americans and dealing with the segregation that exists among these corporations that collude to keep people out of their houses. And in addition to that, we find that the impact on the...
Like, bro, it's so... it's just, come on, man, come on.
The choice that black families have to make relative to...
sound dead respectfully.
It sounds like we listening to somebody who's already gone. He's not even there.
Child care is incredibly difficult. When we did the first major piece of legislation in the past, I was able to reduce black child care costs. I cut them in half. We got to make sure we provide for child care costs. We got to make sure, because when you provide those child care protections, you increase economic growth because more people can be...
Bro, what the hell?
Oh, God. There's more to be done, considerably more to be done. But we've done a great deal so far, and I'm not letting up, and they know it.
You have 49 seconds left. What do you say to black
One push-up would
voters
kill
who are
him.
disappointed with the progress?
I see dead people.
Now look at them move forward.
The fact is that his big kill on the black people is the millions of people that he's allowed to come in through the border. They're taking black jobs now, and it could be 18, it could be 19, and even 20 million people. They're taking black jobs, and they're taking Hispanic jobs, and you haven't seen it yet.
No, we didn't forget.
But you're going to see something that's going to be the worst in our history.
Did you all forget how Trudeau treated the truckers in the vax mandate? Nope. The Canadians, they went hard.
But then he cracked down on their ass, though.
He did.
Closed their accounts. He did a lot of nasty
But the
stuff.
Canadians, they weren't fucking around.
Yeah, it's
he looks lost.
Now, the black jobs comment, that became a joke, and people running with it, saying, what is a black job? And I'm like, we really playing stupid? What he said right there?
Well, what is a black job?
You gonna play that game too?
What's a black job?
Well, let's go through the list of some of the black jobs they're talking about. Huh? Go ahead.
What fields typically?
Police group. And what he's done to the black population is horrible, including the fact that for 10 years he called them super predators. We can't, in the 1990s, we can't forget that.
No, we can't.
Super
Look at him. He
predators
acting like
was
he
his
didn't
name.
say that
And he
shit.
called it to him for 10, and they've taken great offense at it, and now they see it happen.
Popeye's chicken. Just playing. No, you're not. Tell the truth. Any fast food restaurant, custodians, bus drivers.
So here's the list of the black jobs.
Post office workers.
NFL cornerback, security for a strip club, call center.
That's a career.
Baddies e-security, food stamp seller.
I want a black job.
You hear?
What do you do, Honorable?
Food stamp seller, barber, last tech, parking lot security, Waffle House cook, club promoter, bottle girl, truck driver, hype man, woman who does braids, selling plates.
Why not say a beautician, a woman who does braids? Give it a proper name.
Selling plates, a driver, janitorial supervisor, crossing guard, TSA agent, Herbalife seller, black grandmother babysitting, fish truck man,
black grandma babysitting. Wow.
The meat truck man, the fruit and vegetable man with the good greens and watermelon, veneer tech. So they just got a whole bunch of lists.
Podcaster.
Podcaster, water boy, sexy
weaveologist.
You got sexy red as a
Kool-Aid maker.
Real
housewife.
Weaveologist.
Personal trainer.
So that's all the black jobs. But in reality, we know what he was talking about, right? Like
potato salad maker.
You know what he was talking about, though, right?
What?
He was talking about the immigrants coming in and taking
black American jobs.
Exactly, but they took the word black jobs and try to make it a
lesser thing.
And they'd be like, wait, somebody. I saw a woman say, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. She said, The poorest demographic is acting fake offended to somebody saying black jobs. Get real. You can't be the poorest demographic and act offended to somebody saying black jobs. Like, you gotta pick a
Y'all so disrespectful. That's not disrespect, Honorable. It's true.
But anyway,
you have a relative that makes the potato salad every time there's a family gathering. That is a job.
Let me play
The
this.
recent announcement of black jobs being taken. Here's a list of jobs for the blacks. Job opening number 1 is stove light supervisor. This person is in charge of making sure that the stove light is on and if the bulbs need changing. This tradition is for us because it allows our ancestors to find and season our food in the middle of the night. Which brings us right on to job number 2. You need at least 15 years of training for a cast iron skillet trainer. This person is going to make sure that the cast iron skillet is passed down to the family member that knows how to cook, but also knows how to properly clean it. We will not be giving this to just anyone.
Her forehead
Number 3 is
shiny.
very important. The spades project manager. Not only are they in charge of taking the twos out of the deck, they're also in charge of scoring and making sure nobody trains anyone on how to play spades, but the people that sit down know how to play.
All right, so y'all get a point. T-shirt order director. So the jokes just came.
Blacks are politically bargaining chips. He looked surprised, like, what? Hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right. He lying on me.
Yeah.
Why not start with all the state jobs?
Well, we know that's
services, government jobs. I said the post office. That's a government job.
Honorable, you're naming the serious jobs. My point I was making is why did people started making jokes, but they started taking the jokes serious and acting like there's no such thing as black jobs. And it's like, wait,
We're
there
not
are
pointing
jobs
spirit.
that black
They just
people
want us to be broken.
lean towards.
She not African American, Lord.
Because you saw
her big forehead.
Y'all crazy.
She looked like what's the football female player that was on Basketball Wives?
I don't know. Football.
She's a female football player.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a postal worker. That's a black
Shout
job.
out,
How y'all KD?
shout out to KD. Now, what you do in the post office?
I remember I remember the commercials and the promotion of that type of job in the 90s. That was
in Low Down Dirty Shame. That was a great job.
That's a great job.
Stability.
Anyway, I want to show this because see people talking about black jobs. This woman had some comments on it too. She said the same thing as well.
I didn't hear nobody say about who rolled the blunt.
Or the blunt roller.
The blunt roller.
Lord have mercy.
Mail carrier. Have you ever encountered any dogs, or is there any particular people that you don't like to deliver mail to?
It can get bad. Especially when people just so inconsiderate. When you see these videos of these people just trying to do their job, and people got these big ass dogs off the leash. They got people doing all type of weird shit. Then you got to go to certain neighborhoods where you scared of getting robbed because you got them to stop.
Have you ever had a child that hadn't eaten anything, and he knows it's around the 1st, and the check is supposed to come, and he says, "Did a check come today?" And you had to say, "No, baby, no check come today."
Hey, Fidel Castro.
This is
blacks are needed in it. Some damn good jobs out here. Engineering, net, etc.
Yeah, that's true.
Dogs.
Yeah, dogs is probably the worst thing.
Opened the harbor at Merrill, Cuba, with the apparent intention of letting some of his people join their relatives in the United States. Within 72 hours, 3,000 U.S. boats were headed for Cuba. It soon became evident that Castro was forcing the boat owners to carry back with them not only their relatives, but the dregs of his jails. Of that 125,000 refugees that landed in Florida, an estimated 25,000 had criminal records. Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's what has happened in the United States right now. All this asylum-seeking lie, all this about refugees, no. What's happening is they're emptying out the dregs of their jails into the United States, into our communities. They're junking up our country. And yeah, we feel some kind of way about it because it's our country. That's right. It's our country. People like Vasquez and them, look how disrespectful they are. Now, you just gave that man a resolution. for his father's restaurant. And every time we get up and talk, he's working this room. Look at him. Look at him. But he wants his resolution for his father to be respected. Bass players, Lopez, all them want their people to be respected, but they can't even give us the dignity for what we built for them. Ain't no question about it. Yeah, Black History Month. The American descendants of slavery. And I want you to know, Brandon Johnson, I understand what Breakmore's saying about we still on the plantation, but what you looking at right now, this is what a free Negro look like. And I'm telling you, we're going to get our city back, we're going to stand for our people, we're going to get them out of our communities, because they don't deserve to be there. Anytime they can't give us 3 lousy minutes of their attention while we sit here and watch y'all give them all kind of money, you watch us. We black out here. All right. We're going to handle our business. Woman. You watch that.
A free black woman. She's not really African American. She's a messy lesbian that got kicked out of 2 homes because her stud girlfriend wasn't paying rent and had the nerve to be a property manager.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, that pay good. Depending on where you at, property manager pay good.
Yeah, he pays good money. Hold on. The girl that the girl that the plumber dude was going back and forth with, she said, I'm a property manager. He was like, it
depends on what company you work for and what region you are at.
Yeah, they touching like 120, boy.
That's what's up. Need to get added to the board. They're trying to push us out, going on deaf ears. They owe us too much. Ain't no question about it.
Speaking of black jobs.
One thing you gotta know, I'ma be a nigga for life.
Oh, shout out to Baltimore.
Shout out to Baltimore.
I did not know the other 2 members of Jodeci are from Virginia.
Yeah, you been
Casey and JoJo from North Carolina.
Yeah, little North Carolina.
But everybody waiting on that versus battle between Jodeci and Drew Hill.
Jodeci gonna smoke him anyway.
Not if they talking about live singing. No.
Yeah.
Pay the backdrop. Yeah.
People coming across the border illegally, it's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look,
people
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he know what he said. Let me just jump through.
And that's based on every single bit of information. As far as Russia and Ukraine, if we had a real president, the president that was respected by Putin, he would have never invaded Ukraine. A lot of people are dead right now, much more than people know. You know, they talk about...
Wait, Regina, you said for you SWV fans, they did a Tiny Desk concert. We watched it. Did you watch it, Regina? They did great. Drew Hill ain't got the catalog. Jodeci can do all first album cuts to win.
Exactly.
Well, stop it. Hold on. Now, we're not... Jodeci, I'm a fan of Jodeci, but we're not going to sit here and... I'm a fan of Drew Hill, Jodeci, but we're not going to sit here and act like Drew Hill do not have hits.
We ain't saying they got hits. They got depth of the catalog.
I knew Regina was going to watch that. He watched it with his wife.
Okay.
Really me.
I don't think they got enough.
Honorable said that's what she was going to do. You know, when we brought up Shaka Khan, she said, that's not really my era. SWV. Regina, I saw it was great. I watched it 3 times plus. Another video critique. You know, I
was all over it. All right. I'm not going to play this whole video. What's your opinion on Trump saying, if I was president, Putin never invades Ukraine?
I don't think he would have invaded
You don't think
Ukraine. So? But hold on, that's kind of hard to... Let me backpedal. Trump do like the tiny hats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I got to take that back. I can't really say.
I don't know if Trump... I don't know if Trump goes to war with Russia over.
He's not going to go to war
over Ukraine.
with
No,
Russia.
over Ukraine. No. He would have told Israel to sit the fuck down. No, you're not getting Ukraine right now.
Does Biden even know where the fuck he's at?
He don't.
No.
Numbers. You can double those numbers, maybe triple those numbers. He did nothing to stop it. In fact, I think he encouraged Russia from going in. I'll tell you what happened. He was so bad with Afghanistan. It was such a horrible embarrassment.
Dude left.
Yes, Trump has a better relationship with Putin.
Dude, Biden left guns, money, ammo in Afghanistan.
And Trump said he would have never left guns, money, and ammo there.
He left big
As if that was for them to come and take after they left.
He left stacks of money. Like,
we got money and guns and ammo for you guys as soon as we leave. Come and get it. This is the location.
Moment in the history of our country that when Putin watched.
Oh, we already got to point it out. Let me
some of them. He said he's the only president in a while who didn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world. Troops have.
Now, this is when CNN. That's how I knew CNN. Something strange going on because every last outlet and publication, all in one unison, attacked Biden and said step down. After years of denying the obvious, they all came together in one swell swoop and just started going at him. I said, "Oh, it's time."
I think them having this debate and letting Biden go out there was a temperature check to see if we need to go ahead and
temperature check. I think it's more so is we're ready now. It's time to start putting in motion, getting him up out of here. We don't want to wait till the next 2 months. We want to do it now. This is pretty early for a debate.
That's why I said it was a temperature check.
Of course, died on his watch. He said he's put in a $15 per shot cap on insulin and Medicare. It's a $35 a month cap. He said it's a $200 cap on overall drug spending in Medicare. It's $2,000 a year. He said the border now has fewer crossings than when Trump was in office. That's generally not true. He said, or at least strongly suggested, unemployment was at 15%.
This is CNN actually doing journalism and telling the truth?
I'm about to sound like them. They was dragging his ass all night. They was on his ass. Had panels saying, get him out of here.
What did Rachel, now I'm curious, what did Rachel,
well, she still, her bread and butter.
Oh, she came back track.
Her bread and butter is going in on Trump, so.
Percent. When he took office, it was actually 6.4. He said Trump wants to get rid of Social Security. Trump doesn't. He said billionaires pay 8.2% in taxes. It's much higher. He said Trump told Americans to inject bleach amid COVID. We know Trump made foolish comments about scientists studying disinfectant injection, but didn't frame it as advice to people. And Biden said the Border Patrol endorsed him. Its union supported the border bill he'd supported, never endorsed.
Well, we said when they made all those firings, and not just them, Fox News as well. When they fired Tucker Carlson and when
then they got rid of Don Lemon.
Exactly. We said then that they were trying to go more center. Both networks are trying to be more center politically. They're trying to go away from the extremism.
Because them views was bad. Them views was low.
And it caused such a divide where if you say one thing politically I disagree with, I'm going to the other side. That's it. All right, let me move to the next. People kicking his back in.
If anybody in America,
there's a lot of people kicking his back in.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to the black people. That's going to get funny.
By Joe Biden. I'm living in a parallel universe. That was an unmitigated disaster for President Biden from the second he walked out to the closing statement. The biggest issue for Democrats is abortion, and he couldn't give an answer. He gave an answer.
That's the biggest issue?
Give a coherent answer on the biggest issue for Democrats tonight. I've heard from leading Democrats across the United States, elected governors, congressmen, who are texting me and saying, I'm worried I'm going to lose if Joe Biden's at the top of the ticket.
What are people? What is the biggest issue for people right now? What are people
expenses?
Expenses, inflation. That is the biggest issue for me.
Yeah, that would be prices. That would be the biggest deal. I'm sorry, go ahead.
A parallel universe indeed. Truman Show meets The Simpsons. The Simpsons
continues right now. It involves party strategists. It involves elected officials. It involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket. And they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible. Minutes into the debate.
Now, I'm pretty sure y'all saw it, but the next night after this debate, or next day, Biden came out juiced up on cocaine. That's allegedly.
Dude,
that's alleged.
You can't say that shit.
And he had all this energy. He was yelling, said, when we get knocked down, we get back up. And all the other stuff. And people say, oh, he looks energized. So, yeah, the coke kicked in. Because Adderall ain't doing it no more. We saw what Adderall did on that stage. He had to take a whole bottle of it to get any sort of energy out of this man. He gone. It's over.
You know, if the liberals talking heads is admitting there's a problem, there's a problem.
Yeah, when they're admitting there's a leak, that means it's a flood. So, yeah.
Anderson, this was a game-changing debate in the sense that right now, as we speak, there is a...
All right, show them. Okay, let me move forward.
Oh,
that said,
shit.
I too was on the phone.
Somebody
say that?
Somebody said Coco looked like...
They said, yeah, go ahead.
They said Coco looked like Joy Reid.
Coco from SWV looked like Joy Reid. No, she
doing
don't.
That performance with blonde hair, but yeah.
That said, I too was on the phone throughout much of the debate.
Every time I see a celebrity or anybody shade their hair and then it's blonde, that's reset.
Yeah.
So that's what Coco did.
With Obama world people, with Democrats, with people who are political operatives, with campaign operatives. My phone really never stopped buzzing throughout. And the universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic. The people who were texting
mad cow.
Look at Lone Neck.
We were
fucking ostrich
on our way.
On our
very concerned about President.
She's recently divorced, so that's why she shaved her hair.
Who, Coco?
Yeah, she divorced with it. So we're gonna stay surface level.
It says that people shave their hair when traumatic experiences happen. They're trying to heal from them.
Her and her husband been divorced. This ain't no like this year. They've been separated for quite a few years, haven't they?
I don't know.
Extremely feeable.
She looks ridiculous.
Seeming extremely weak. And I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. President Biden had one job tonight. And it was one primary job. And yes, it was to litigate Donald Trump's, criminality and all of those things. But he had to settle his own party. He needed to settle Democrats.
Oh, y'all get the point. So there's panic. Let's move forward.
One of the things was, would either candidate look like the caricature that the other campaign has been trying to paint of him? And at the end of the day, Joe Biden looks like the caricature that conservative media has been painting. And there were no clips tonight, right? This was, you saw it before your eyes. Look, I don't want to just tell you what I think here, Tom. I've been talking to a lot of leaders in the Democratic Party, electeds, coalition leaders. There's a full-on panic about this performance. Not like, oh, this is recoverable. It is more of a, okay, he's got to step aside. There's a lot of that chatter. This is about as bad of a performance in order to that Biden could have delivered if his goal was to try to sort of calm the waters among Democrats.
Joy is wearing her real hair for a change. Did y'all notice Coco was giving weird energy to Lily?
Which one's Lily?
Lily got the one with the red hair. I know. I said Coco was always reserved. She's more introverted when they have stuff like that. She don't really do the talking. Lily always does the talking on Taj. Coco just sings.
She's just a singer.
When I saw Chuck D speaking, and I thought this shit over.
This shit over. All right, now we get to this part. Let me play this.
We're out there getting a chorus of questions about
she got to save her voice.
Yeah. So in the moment of the debate, one of the things that Biden said to Trump was, "You were cheating on your pregnant wife with a porn star. You have the morality of an alley cat." All right, Craig, man, we see you, man.
Craig said, "I gotta go." God damn.
So Biden brought up Trump allegedly cheating on his pregnant wife with a porn star and said you got the morality of an alley cat. Newsom then brought it up right here. Let me play it.
Whether Biden should step down. There is panic that has set in. There is panic that has set in among people who have watched this debate, who are Democrats, people who are strategists, and some even inside Democratic campaigns. Yeah. Do you think it's unfounded?
Well, I think it's unhelpful, and I think it's unnecessary.
Huh?
You skipped a segment?
What?
Did you skip a segment?
No.
The apple?
What apple? Oh, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there.
We've got to go in and got to keep our heads high. And as I say, we've got to have the back of this president. You don't turn your back because of one performance. What kind of party does that? It's been a masterclass. 15.6 million jobs. That's 8 times more than the last 3 Republican presidents combined. The only thing the last 3 Republican presidents have in common is recessions. Democrats deliver. This president has delivered. We need to deliver for him at this moment. With all due respect, the more time we start having these conversations, go down these rabbit holes, it's unhelpful.
So I saw how strong he was speaking, and I immediately said he wants that position. So then this came out. Poll. Could Gavin Newsom beat Donald Trump?
This lizard disgusts me.
So he's speaking so strong because he wants a chance at that shot. He wants a shot at running for office. So now
he goes to 6 days.
Go ahead.
RFK Newsom, what's new with these men vocals? Many of them sound strange because they're robots.
Yeah, they on hard drugs and alcohol.
Days of preparation at Camp David.
More than that.
And they know the rules.
It was more than a week.
Okay, so more than a week. They know the rules.
Now you hear that?
Preparation at Camp David.
More than that.
And they know the rules.
It was more than a week.
Okay,
they already knew the questions.
Yeah, they always give them the questions before
a
the
week
interview
ahead
for them to practice, and
so
it's not.
I got the.
It's not like you have to think on your in a moment, think on your feet.
It's not spontaneous yet.
We're making about a 1.5 hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But
whether
is that
it be
the man who we saw on the stage tonight? Is that the person you see in meetings every day?
The person that you saw on the debate stage that has, for the last 3.5 years, up until today, performed in a way that has been about, whether it be in the Oval Office.
So she's trying to fake defend Biden, but we know she also won a chance.
The last point I want to make is this, that yes, there are some Democrats out there who say, ooh, I don't know if Joe Biden should stay on the ticket. That is, yes, I have heard that as well. I think everybody here has heard that sentiment. That, though, is very different, and which I appreciated Chris's point about the nuance here, very different than saying there are people in the president's orbit who are asking him to drop out. That has not happened unless we have some very credible reporting somewhere that says the president's family, someone called the top people of the campaign, heck, the vice president is like, you know what, we're going to have to talk to him. Then those are two different things. And so there is the reality of how people are feeling and the reality of the situation.
Well, let me ask all of you, in terms of everybody who's been hearing from people in politics and talking to people tonight, has anybody heard what Simone is saying, that there is somebody who is close to the president?
So they still got bald-headed. Simone Sanders is still around?
Yeah, they pretty much. So these are all the people that's defending it.
Trash.
Let me just jump forward past this. By the way, you see this video right here?
Last few years, Joe.
This was to put up on an official account. We don't got to hear the language.
Helping us all recover from the chaos of the last administration.
So she's speaking, but the original video, Biden's there.
I saw it.
They edited him out because he looked like he's zoned out. They had to edit him out of the video. Look how bad he looked.
This is scary.
Tragedies.
Lord have mercy. Let me jump forward. Right. Now, this is what I want to show you. This was Roland Martin's table. Roland Martin had a round table after the debate, and they were full on panicking. Let's see what they had to say.
It was a 90-minute Trump propaganda rally. It was a fucking disgraceful excuse for a presidential debate because
now they're attacking CNN. They're saying CNN was partisan to was partial to Trump. They let him get lies off and didn't correct him.
the moderation was non-existent. You had Trump do whatever the hell he wanted to do, say whatever the hell he wanted to say, regardless of the fucking question. He didn't answer on child care. He didn't answer on Israel, Gaza. He didn't answer any question that was asked directly to him. And the moderators who said, I'm not going to fact check, at least have the motherfucker answer the question that you're asking. That's why you have a moderator. The average person is not a MAGA person. The average person is not a vote blue no matter who person. You have to get to the heart of what affects the average person's day-to-day life. It's groceries, it's gas, it's housing, it's debt, whether that's student loan debt, whether that's mortgages, interest rates, et cetera, et cetera. You have to get to the heart of that. The reason why Donald Trump lost in 2020 is because the economy was fucked up and Trump could not get a handle on COVID. Biden came in and fixed those things. There's more work to be done. What the Democrats need to spend as much time as humanly possible is trying to get an economic message together that will get to the heart of the people who ain't really that tapped in. They didn't watch the debate. They're going to see some highlights.
Yeah, she's a miserable person to be around. So Trump couldn't get it. Trump got voted out because he could not get a handle on COVID. We still doing this COVID bullshit.
But he was only dealing with COVID for a year. Biden dealt with it for the rest of the
This man, Biden came in on the the beginning.
It's crazy. But anyway.
I don't understand.
If Biden,
now this part is funny. Listen to this right here. They really got an argument.
Steps aside and we elevate Kamala. As much as I support Kamala being the next president of the United States, that 47% might go up because Trump can't mobilize his base anymore.
No question.
If there's a black person.
Stop. He's not stepping aside. So
Hold on.
Stop.
He said Trump can't mobilize his base anymore.
47% might go up because Trump can't mobilize his base anymore.
There's no question.
If there's a black person...
Stop. He's not stepping aside. So it's a wasted conversation.
No, but let me just finish, Roland.
No, it's a wasted conversation. He's not stepping aside.
But Roland, wait a minute. I'm just telling you what I'm responding to the people who are saying that.
No, and what I'm saying to the people who are saying that, let me be perfectly clear to the camera. He ain't stepping aside. We've heard Michelle might run, step aside, broker convention. He's not stepping aside. The only way he steps aside is if he resigns.
So, I agree.
So until it happens, it's just a hypothetical conversation. That's a waste of time.
Well, but people talking about Gavin Newsom and everything else.
I don't care what people are talking about.
But Roland, all I'm trying to say is this. You're right. But I'm trying to give people the logical, mathematical reality if that happens and why he can't. I'm giving the reason why he can't.
I'm not even giving them that.
The reason is Trump is at a ceiling. Anybody else mobilizes.
Here's the deal, though. Let's be real clear, okay? The reality is, if he steps aside and chooses not to run, it's June 27th, okay? Everything is going to be thrown up in the air. Everything. It's broker convention. It's drama. So you deal with, as I always say in the military, what are the facts on the ground? The facts on the ground is Biden is the nominee. Biden will be the nominee until he makes a decision that he's not going to be the nominee. So there's no use in people, and this is one of the reasons why his poll numbers are where they are. Because you got a lot of Democrats, oh man, I wish we had somebody else. This is what I keep saying. If you fucking voted for a 78-year-old dude 4 years ago, what the hell made you think he wasn't going to run 4 years later?
So is he saying that we shouldn't have voted for him back then? Is that the argument he's making? He's saying you shouldn't have voted for him then.
I guess.
But yeah, he was very passionate about that and angry. Let me move forward. Hold on, y'all. This is the same thing Bakari Sellers said. I'm sure y'all know who Bakari Sellers is. He said, Biden ain't going nowhere. It's June. Let go of your pearls and dry your bed. He lost in a debate. Bad. But it's June. You're not replacing them, so leave your random combinations in your chats and not nominating Gretch or Gavin or Wes or Kamala. Stop it. You notice he threw Wes in there. By the way, there's a dude that said he's a piece of shit politician who don't read no bills. Yeah, he don't read no bills. He just sign anything they tell him to sign. That pretty much he's just a face that they're using. He's not actually a good politician, according to this dude.
Bob Bowman.
Yeah.
While listening to this squabbling reinforces why I don't watch any of this stuff.
Yeah, organized vote. We are winning every swing state Senate race and gubernatorial race. Relax. Choices: Trump, Biden, or couch. I choose Joe. Night. They don't care what he do. Anything he do, they're gonna vote for Joe. Hold on, we about to read what's going on now. This dude Tim Scott,
Bushmouth.
He's now going around with his white girl, trying to prove that they're an actual couple and not just together because he wants to be vice president.
Fiance Mindy at their church in South Carolina. Take a look.
Mindy, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Y'all kept your relationship quiet for a long time. And then next thing we know, you proposed in
January 20th, yeah.
Okay, Kiowa
Sample eyes on my
Well, it was one of the coldest days in
Wow. So now this right here is something that came from that interview. Let me play this.
Chosen as the vice president, you would be the first black Republican VP on the ticket. How do you feel?
Well, I think it's exciting, no matter the outcome. It's the evolution of the Southern heart that we see on display. And we Southerners get so little credit for the progress we've made. The whole notion of judging a person on the content of their character, not the color of their skin, has happened.
Really?
It's not going to happen. It's not around the corner. It's in the rearview mirror. We are living Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream.
I can't help but when he said that we're living Martin Luther King's dream, he meant just being
white woman. That's crazy.
I couldn't help. I was like, honorable.
He looks
Sienna.
like he went to college and recruited her. Wonder why? Wonder how much she'll get paid for this charade.
It's fake, yeah.
She looked fake too. Where did they meet? Christian Mingle.
Well, he said we're living Martin Luther King's dream. I said, oh Lord.
What rhymes with
CIA? Yeah, I do think this is obviously a fake relationship. And those dumbass comments he made about we live in the dream.
MLK said his dream was an illusion.
Yeah, he said he sent people to a burning house.
Beard.
Burning house.
Yep. Keeper. Yeah.
Pretty much. Beard. Yeah. You see the
like what's his name? Cory Booker. He went and got that
Latina.
tranny. What's her name? The actor.
I forgot her name. He went and got a Latina. And then as soon as he broke up,
Burning house.
As soon as they broke up, she got with a relationship with a woman. Tell you what?
She like Caitlyn Jenner.
He's like, wait, what the hell going on? But anyway, I got one more tab. You want to do it or?
Well, you can go ahead and finish it out.
We can just do that next week. But it's not pertinent on a trending story or nothing. It's more technology. But I should have did that story after the prison story. But yeah.
I thought it was more like a more, three-dimensional with the apple being eaten, and it showed the evolution of.
You want to do it now?
More like Jonathan Majors dreamed that his Coretta. That's his Coretta. He looks like Mushmouth without the.
I'm gonna just run through this because came across this post on Twitter. I just thought it was funny. It says the Apple computer was $666.66. Have you ever noticed the Apple logo has a bite taken out of it?
$600.66.
Representing Eve and Satan in the Garden of Eden. Then I want to show this. And then they said this right here. They said, because it used to be Macintosh. And when it was named Macintosh, it had a person sitting under a tree and then a full unbit apple. And now there's a new apple. Look at the evolution.
Because we bitten into the.
And then it said it's funny because we walk around with an iPhone in your pocket. So you walk around with the apple in your pocket. You have the knowledge in your pocket.
And every time you're eating it.
It's a kind of trippy how Adam and Eve ate the apple, the forbidden fruit, before the fall of mankind, and now everyone is carrying around a device with them with a bitten apple on the back. I thought that was
slick white folks.
Very slick.
It was. When I saw it, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
Who protests in Paris?
Oh, this is the Paris shit.
This is the Paris shit. You're still there, honorable.
Yeah, this is the Paris shit right here. Hold on.
Who protests in Paris is happening tomorrow, and this is what the sun looks like today. The government.
What'd you say?
Apple, the census predictive programming. I thought the apple was a symbol for America.
Who protests in Paris is happening tomorrow, and this is what the sun looks like today. The government has spent over €1 billion trying to clean the sun before the Paris Summer Olympics that start in 1 month, and it's not working. So Parisians have set up a website telling everyone to go poop in the sun tomorrow on June 23rd, which is when President Emmanuel Macron and Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo both said they'd go swim to prove it's clean. The website even has a calculator so that people who live far from Paris can know when they need to poop in the river for it to flow down to Paris at noon tomorrow. But even today, without the poop, the sun looks awful. It's even more green in person, and I saw people dumping garbage into it. Apparently, they've done multiple tests, and the level of bacteria in the sun is 3 times higher than other open water swimming events allow. However, the Olympic Committee says there's no reason to doubt the swimming events for the Olympics won't take place in the sun this summer, and they're confident the swimmers will be able to use it. So, I don't know. Did you swim?
That's disgusting.
Well, remember the same thing happened in Brazil when they had to clean the water?
Damn, some people are nasty. What the fuck?
During the Brazilian Olympics, they had to clean the ocean water because it was full of poop.
Yeah, and they try to hide the
black people.
The black
built stone walls.
Yeah, and they still was hanging over like, hey,
we here, motherfucker. Now this dude is telling the real about Paris.
Really, you might want to.
It's a little sweet in the air, but yeah.
This guy is hilarious.
Y'all save all y'all money, all y'all lives to come here.
This an Asian.
Let me be the one to break your bubble. First of all, Paris stink. It smells like
the Moesha music.
The Moesha when she writing in her diary.
Yeah.
Piss, cheese, and armpit. Child, eating the damn pigeons was crazy. And ain't nothing to do but eat at cafes. You will see a cafe on every corner because there's no activities here, and the food is so mid. That's why there's hella fat.
I don't know. His mannerisms say maybe, so I don't know.
YouTube Mouthy Megan talked about how nasty Paris is.
I know Mouthy Megan.
The Apple cinema has a wicked gay history involving poisoning much more.
It's a lot of stuff probably going to
biracial. He identifies as biracial. I respect it. I hate when people use Moesha music. Why?
Stop doing that.
Fast food, American fast food chains, because their food don't taste like shit, and that shit look grimy as hell. Paris look grimy as hell and dungeon. Post-apocalyptic. Everywhere you go, it was graffiti. The buildings weren't inviting. They weren't welcoming. It was actually a horror sight to see. Like, this was shocking to me. They will never show you that this is what Paris really looks like. In the Eiffel Tower, child, this was the trail to the Eiffel damn Tower. This was the most hype shit I've ever seen. Outside of this tower, it ain't shit to do. There's no mime culture. They don't know how to capitalize off their culture. It's just this damn tower. That's it.
So they pay to go to Paris and not Africa. The outer provinces are better. Look what the Haitians pay for. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Dirty ass Paris.
Oh, Kifa, you been overseas?
You've been out of the country.
We're talking to Kifa.
Yeah, you've been
We're
out of the
asking
country.
Kifa,
have you left the country?
Where has she been to? Because she said the outer provinces are better. Where have you been to? What are you going to Africa for? They portrayed your ancestors.
Anywho, I think we kept y'all long enough.
Yep, y'all know y'all gotta go handle some business. It's late. Where y'all at?
And remember,
one thing you gotta know, I'ma be a nigga for life.
You got last words for the people?
No, I have family and friends that have lived there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and give your last words.
You have family and friends that have lived there? Are the family members of a darker hue? Have a strong end, everyone, till you restart on Monday.
All right.
Like and share.
You got some last words for the people?
Thanks for joining us on this Saturn's Day. We appreciate the support. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here with us. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you already have not done so. Oh,
yes.
They are.
LOL. Yes.
All
right, now you're trying to do an interrogation. We're done. We're done.
And that's the end.
Bye, y'all. Anyway, man, thank y'all for coming through. As always, like Travis said, be sure to like it on your way out, share it if you can, and as always,
shout out to Cisco for not making the song moist. Is this considered faggy news? Are there some beautiful places in Africa?
Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for coming through, and as always, y'all be safe. All praise to the Most High. Peace, man.